everybody? Super Ninja 5506, No Sat Nav Tom, The Dark Boko, American Josh, and Queen Swissy with another episode of The Dark Dimension. Welcome one, welcome all. Let me just tweet this real quick. Post a
we started at
message.
3 o'clock on the fucking dot. Well,
Yeah, we did.
whatever
So,
the
11 o'clock.
I'm going to be
funny
real.
line.
Exactly
I
an
don't
hour
know.
late.
Yeah, basically. I mean, if you want to think of it that way, yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Listen.
if you say it start at 10, it's 10 for me right now. I'm just in a different time zone.
I mean, how late are we? We're 7 hours early because it's
It
3
is
for me.
impressively late
Yeah,
right
so
now.
I mean,
Listen, in keeping with true Magic Bridge recording fashion, anything that's being recorded has to be recorded a fuck ton later than normal.
That's true. That's how we record every single Let's Play that Swissy and I do. All right, so I guess let me boot up the music that I just remembered I have, and
Is Meeseeks
What
gonna
else?
post it? He's not.
someday.
Should I pause my own music?
All right.
did
So welcome to the Dark Dimension. Previously, our heroes Noah Uno, sorry Izumi, Stevan Rogers, and Krosru
Hey.
met up at a cafe, 3 of them, to start their science project that they had been given in the homeroom of their class. One of them just was kind of hanging out there when suddenly they were transported to another dimension where there were 2 moons in the sky and one of them was broken. Eventually, they followed a light they saw down the hallway and found a young woman crushed by concrete. They were attacked by a man who shot a fireball at them and killed somebody who at first appeared to be Krosru, but it was just a copy that the light, an orb with 2 concentric rings around it, had made. Eventually, they defeated the enemy's servants and the enemy fled. They rescued Deanna, who was the young woman trapped under the rocks, and she used a spell to bring them all back to her home. She sat down on a couch, relaxed, and said, "Now, I suppose you have a lot of questions." And that was where we ended our previous session. So now, allow me to get into this session.
and
That turned that down significantly. Hold on.
And I start by eating my granola bar.
All right, but I have a thing to read real quick first.
What?
Whoever's slide whistling, don't do that. What is happening?
That was incredible.
Who has a soundboard?
Slide.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Swissy, do you have a soundboard? Anyway.
What makes you ask?
Silence speaks volumes.
So I actually have a thing to read real quick here before I have some like setup stuff.
For
to
the
get
record,
here.
that was supposed to happen a few seconds sooner. Whenever you said, "Now let me get into this scene."
Good
That's
job.
a great scene transition.
All right. Fuck, people are barking. I mean, dogs are barking. Not people.
You just have people making bark noise.
An old elven man sits in an opulent chair, more garish than his usual taste, but his subordinates insisted on it. Not that he moves much from this spot nowadays. He supposes he's grateful for the comfort. In his left hand is an old dark oak staff with a purple spherical crystal on the top. It's set onto a groove on the ground which saps away his magic energy to power the barrier around the Beacon of Hope's headquarters. Some of his subordinates have attempted to take over this duty, but he laughed them off, insisting that his old bones had to be good for something, and that they should enjoy their youth. Of course, the real reason was much more grave than that. He sighed, and they sat up a bit straighter in his chair, as he sensed a flare of teleportation magic from nearby. He smiled gently and spoke to himself. "It seems that Deanna is home, with guests." And that is when we lead into... Mr. Von Carrington's voice drones through the roll call. Light pours in through... Oh, I need to stop the ambience real quick. All right. Mr. Von Carrington's voice drones through roll call. Light pours in through the window that takes up practically the entire left side of the room, and from various positions in your homeroom class, you are all more than a little bit distracted. Mr. Von Carrington speaks. "Noah Yono?
Yeah.
Carrie Swanson? Here. Dmitry Donovic? What? Good enough? No, as you kind of start zoning out, your new emerald ring catches the light and you stare at it, reminiscing about the events of the previous day. So, flashback, flashback, flashback.
Flashback.
We are
Deanna
in
looks at you
flashback.
from the couch and says, "So, I'm sure you have some questions. Allow me to give you the basics. Hi, again, I'm Deanna. Well, I'm with the... Actually, let me back up a bit. Well, a lot. So, our world was once a lot like yours, like weirdly similar, actually.
I'm gonna just go ahead and start eating my granola bar
And she,
because I have gotten no feedback on that, so I'm assuming it's okay.
Yeah, that's what he did start at the end of last session.
That's true. Don't worry, I remembered. The prevailing theory is that we evolved along similar timelines or something. We used to have a sun too, but that's not really a thing anymore. About 20 years ago, the sky suddenly changed. The night became eternal, and a second shattered moon appeared. A thick fog descended upon the world, and from it came creatures made entirely of shadow. They could appear from anywhere and cut down swaths of people of all races, but for some reason they targeted humans especially. The Archsage guessed that it's because of all the races in our world, humans had the most innate magic potential. Our population crushed, many fled the larger cities to find solace in isolation. I don't know what happened to most of the world. One of the first things the Shadows did was cut our communications, or so I've been told. But a number of people, along with the Archmage, fled to a small island to the north, this island actually, where there had been an old school, and erected a barrier to keep out the fog and the shadows. They were outmanned and outgunned, but safe for the moment. The Archsage began to research a way to fight the fog, and our world's magic power almost wiped out entirely, when he discovered a portal to your world in the old school. Through it, he discovered a world teeming with humans, all of whom had incredible magic potential. The ones at the school were more than willing to help, too, since they had a grasp on our situation. The Archsage divined a means of arming these humans, who had never used magic before, which are the rings you now wear. He discovered that the magic humans from your world works a little bit differently than our own, but it was even more effective against the shadows. The Archsage decided to name this partnership, this organization, the Beacon of Hope, because of what it represented to all those staying on the island. Humans began training in what we began to refer to as the Light World, where shadows couldn't harm them, or so they thought. One day, about 5 years ago, the mage in charge of the barrier went rogue. The barrier dropped and fog began to creep in. The shadows must have somehow sniffed out all the mages we had created through the portal because they went straight for it. The Archsage re-erected the barrier himself as a few of our more experienced fighters went through the portal to help clean up the shadows there. They kept them contained to your Academy Island and eradicated them, but it was too late. It was a massacre. Every human on that island, teachers and children alike, were killed. All but one, who was gravely wounded and had not been amongst the school's mages. We questioned him while our healers attempted to resuscitate him, and that's when we learned a horrible truth. Any human from your world killed by Shadow is forgotten, erased from memory and history, as if they had never existed. In your world, it just seemed as if the Academy had simply closed under mysterious circumstances, but we had discovered the truth. Following that incident, the Archsage closed the portal permanently. It was too dangerous to leave open again. He recruited some of us as scouts and gave us rings and keys, which allowed us to open a portal to the other world and continue to recruit humans, but we were more cautious now. He created familiars like Bright Eyes here, and she indicates the orb that's just kind of been floating silently next to her this whole time.
Guilty spark.
To assist in that, since they can sense danger and modify the memories of anyone who sees too much or doesn't want to join up. So, in more recent history, I was out trying to find an intact door for my key in a discreet place, and instead discovered that the ground was a bit weaker than I thought. I fell into that tunnel and was stuck there for a few hours. With no way to reach my chalk or my scroll, I was stuck. That's about when you showed up, and, well, you know the rest. So, now do you have any questions?
Question.
Go
If
ahead.
there are two moons, are there twice as many werewolves?
She actually looks like kind of confused. I don't think that's a thing. And
Oh,
she
thank God.
kind of tilts her head at you like, this is what I've been given today, I suppose.
I'm going to keep eating the granola bar.
All right.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him.
I'll try not to.
So, You say the people of our world are forgotten when they die and when they're killed by the shadows.
Yes.
Are people from this world like? Are they still able to? They still retain that knowledge. It's only erased from the people of our world.
Right, and what we've discovered also is that mages, people who we've given the rings, also retain their memories of people erased from that world. We think it has something to do with the magic from this world keeping that memory alive or something, but we haven't really... Research is hard right now.
Yeah.
Hard.
So, if someone was the ring, is the ring now permanently fused to us, or is there a way to remove it?
Yeah, she kind of looks a little like bashful, and she's like, "Well, yeah, you're kind of stuck with that."
What if I put
for
a bunch
now.
of butter on it so it was slippery?
You would have a very buttery hand.
Oh.
Yum.
So there is a way to remove it. Those purple crystals that I believe a couple of you found. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Josh or I think it was.
I
Steven
found
and-
Crystal.
No.
Right.
How is
As you pull out your hand, as you hold out your hand, remembering that the purple crystals that kind of absorb themselves into your ring both pop out and kind of hover there. Thank you, Meeseeks. Kind of pop out and hover there for a
Yeah.
second, and you can see that Josh had picked up 2 purple crystals, as Krosru did, or not Krosru, Noah did as well. And she says, rumor has it that if you collect 100 of those, you can make a wish, and I suppose that could remove your ring. But
What
no
if
one's
my
ever...
wish is for more wishes?
I don't know. Nobody's ever done it.
I think that would be the
Usually-
first thing people should do.
Well, these crystals are hard to come by. They're only carried by some of the shadows. We can't find any sort of sense as to which ones carry it and which ones don't. And most only have 1 or 2, if any. Those gold crystals, and you can choose to like. You discover that if you concentrate, you can like pull the crystals from your ring into the reality into your hand, basically. Those gold crystals you picked up. Those don't have any magic power by themselves. Like those purple crystals are basically like pure raw magic power, and they'll make you, when you have more of them, they'll make you stronger,
Magic
more able to
steroids.
fight, more or less.
Magic doping.
Magic doping.
Hey, drugs aren't
Those-
cool.
Those gold ones, we kind of use those as trade since our money is sort of nothing anymore, given that everything is destroyed.
Hyperinflation.
Be interesting to be able to do experiments with the magic.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I should mention. The forms you all, those transformations. I- Deanna can talk just
Joyzy.
fine.
I'm
Deanna
walking
can talk
in.
just fine.
Dark
I
Dimension is
cannot.
actually based in New Jersey.
We
A
thought it
small
was an
island off the coast
apocalyptic
of New
world.
Jersey.
Just New Jersey.
Just New Jersey.
Don't make
Joyce.
fun of her accent. Rude.
All right, so
Can't not make fun of her accent.
So those transformations you all went through, those magic forms, those are when you transform, it generates a tremendous amount of magical energy. And that energy has to go somewhere. As you're in that form, it's kind of like it's attaching magic to you more or less, and that's how you use your powers. That's a super crude way of putting it, but it's basically that's how it works.
Yeah.
Once you drop that form, all of the magic that you've gathered has to dispel. And it's possible, luckily it didn't happen to any of you this first time, but it's possible that instead of dispersing into the air around you, that magic can actually attach to your human body and can cause something that we call a change. Most of these changes are temporary. They'll only last for a couple hours at most, but there's the possibility that they can last forever too. If the amount of energy released is powerful enough.
What kind of changes are we talking?
All sorts of weird shit from the chart I'm about to pull up. She doesn't say
And then
that
she
either.
pulled out a chart and started listing off weird shit.
She's
literally
got a
opens
pointer
up
now. She
her
opens up a
laptop.
PowerPoint.
Yeah, she brings up her Excel spreadsheet.
If you look at this
Alright,
pie chart here,
I
If you
actually
look
don't
here,
remember
you're
it.
going to be a little fucked up.
There
you can
are
see the
100
percentage of mages from Jersey.
Joyzy. It's actually 100%.
All mages are free pointing.
You all from Joyzy now.
All right,
Yo,
so
Joyzy.
to actually answer your question, we've seen all sorts of different weird things. Now, I doubt we've seen everything that can possibly happen, but some people just have all of their hair fall out.
No!
Some people become super pale and look very sick. Some people find that they can some people
No
change
change.
forms. Some people will just turn to stone for a couple minutes and then turn back. And that happens for a few hours.
Well, that sounds rather inconvenient.
Can I turn into a race car?
It's any number. I don't know what that is. It's any number of
It's
things.
like a car, but it's really fast.
Fast.
We haven't had. There
They
might have
drive
been
in
a
circles.
There might have been a point at which we had cars in this world, but that is long past.
Oh, okay.
Krosru is curled in a ball at the
So-
thought of losing his hair.
He's like clutching his hair, making sure it hasn't
Is-
gone anywhere.
She actually like points at him without really like getting up or ceasing to be relaxed on the couch. Is he okay?
Just no, none of them are okay.
I don't really know these people, so that could be what he always does.
All right, I guess just look out for him. Anything else you need to know?
You said the magic here is different. I know a little about the supposed magic of our world. What's the difference?
So this is actually like, it's hard for her to explain, but basically the way I'm going to explain you, GM to player, is that
Metagaming.
basically this is why like enemies and stuff will have like Pathfinder classes basically, unless you're fighting human mages. And that the way mages work is the mechanic I've invented for mages. So like magic in their world works on like D&D Pathfinder rules. Magic from your world works like Dark Dimension rules. And that's basically the difference.
It has a different flow.
Yeah, more or less. It has a different flow and power to it. The way that it can be used is different.
The essence of the magic is different.
Right. So she explains that to you in some in-game way.
Somehow.
Krosru has uncurled in the time it took to explain that.
All right.
So 3 hours.
75 minutes.
Rip.
Is there anything else you needed to know? I'm here to answer. I'm your recruiter now, and you guys
Is
are
there
actually
a
the first
bathroom?
Yes. She kind of like points you down the hallway. First door on the right.
Thank you.
Hey,
So-
I do have a question. It's
Steven goes to the
extremely
bathroom.
important.
Steven goes to the bathroom to cry, maybe?
No, it's
That
just
was-
going to the bathroom.
All right. I'm not going to bother explaining that scene to you. Like, the bathroom is like, basically the place you're in is like a log cabin, sort of. Like, it's small, warm, homey. Some of the decorations you don't recognize because this world went along a different path than yours. But more or less, it looks like a log cabin.
I asked Miss Izumi, would they have working plumbing in a post-apocalyptic world?
Don't ask, it's rude.
No.
I don't understand how this works.
I actually have a very, very important question.
Where is the
for
flushing
Deanna.
button?
By any
Uh,
chance,
She says, there should be a switch on the right. Push that.
Oh,
And as you
Okay.
push it, it just disappears.
oh.
Magic.
Magic sure is convenient.
okay.
It is.
Krosru
Not that
has
any
a
of you
question.
knew that happened. All right, go ahead. You said your name was Krosru?
Yeah,
That's an
Krosru
interesting
Stroud.
name.
That's my name. Don't forget it. Or
I'll try
let it
not to.
Go. Let it go. So my question, it's extremely important for the good of all of us. Have you seen this meme?
Oh my god.
What?
I slapped him on the back of the head.
Ah. I want you to roll an attack. Roll body for me real quick. Or you can
Staring,
choose.
aren't I?
Or you can choose to transform and roll strength.
Oh, somebody subbed, but it didn't show up on my thing. What am I doing?
16. That was body.
Body?
I mean, you can roll a body to attempt to dodge it.
17!
All right, so Izumi attempts to smack you on the back of the head for being an idiot, and you manage to see it coming and just kind of duck out of the way.
I apologize.
That you're ducking pretty far because I'm the shortest person here.
He just goes into a squat stance and then
He
sits
immediately
back up.
drops
I
the
go
phone.
into a crab stance. You know, Krosru Schwab the crab.
He
He
crab
scuttles away.
I apologize to the lady.
That's okay.
Your hand soap is
The flop
amazing.
So,
Isn't it though?
yeah, I
What do
mean,
you,
you
how do
never-
you, what do you think of the smell? We went for like a good berry smell, but I don't.
I don't know what that is, but it's great.
Is he shouting from the other room or is he shouting from right next to
I'm
her?
shouting from like coming back into the room.
Right. Anyway, that's not important right now. I'm sorry. So basically, like,
Noah's completely forgotten any possible questions he could have had now because of this clusterfuck.
well, you guys are kind of my first recruits. I'm sort of new at this. I hadn't
Same.
really like recruited anybody up to this
Great,
point.
we get
but
the amateur.
just- if
Step
the-
1, learn the memes, bitch.
That's very rude.
I
Also, what is a
apologize?
meme?
Can I lean in and just... No, hang on.
Krosru furiously browses through his phone.
I jump in the middle. and yell,
Krosru,
"No,
I want
no,
you to
no."
roll. I want you to roll a luck check, Krosru.
Okay. 11.
Mike.
That is high enough. Nothing happens.
This bonus luck is worthless so far.
The luck check was to avoid something bad. I had a DC 10 in mind, and you pressed it. So
So
alright,
every
good
few
job.
seconds, I just show her a new meme.
She's like basically ignoring you at this point, seeing if the rest of the group has any important questions. Like you get the sense that she wants to do a good job.
I'm going to offer her a stick of gum.
What is this?
It's gum.
What is gum?
Oh, you chew it
You just chew it?
like gum, and then I start chewing a piece of gum.
She kind of like raises an eyebrow at you, and then are you still offering one to her?
Yes,
All right.
unwaveringly.
She takes a piece, and she saw you unwrap the gum, presumably.
I assume so.
And then
Just eat it
she does
paper.
the same. She does the same thing, and then pops it in her mouth, and she like, So the rest of you have any questions? As she's chewing gum now.
Nah, that's a good one. I love that
I
one.
think I had some before, but as of right now, they've completely gone from my mind.
All right. Well, you guys can. Oh, here. She reaches into. Hold on. I have to scroll down in my notes real quick. She reaches into a bag and pulls out a small, like it looks like a glass key, basically made of like purple glass. And she kind of holds it out and says, "This is a gate key." Basically, what it does is it's kind of the same sort of key that I have. It opens a portal from
I'll
between
keep
the
hold
two
of it.
dimensions.
I
She-
will take that.
I'll keep hold of it. Oh wait, no, you
I
both.
take
Yeah.
that and I put it on the key ring next to my smart car keys.
All right. She hands that to you and says, basically how it works is you put that into any lock in any door, and that'll open a portal from that door to the same position in the other world, whether there's a door there or not. And that can work from either side.
What if we open a door and it's a volcano and we die?
Asking
There
the
are-
real questions.
Unless you're planning on traveling, there is not a volcano near enough to here that it's going to be an issue.
Ninja, could you repeat the key rules again, please?
So basically, how the gate key works. Add by the way, Boko, add gate key to your inventory. Basically, how it works is you plug that into any door, turn it, and then that when you open that door, it basically opens into the same position on the other world. If
Okay,
it's
got
another door, it'll open that door. If it's just in the middle of nowhere, it'll open a door in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, got it.
It still works if there isn't a door on the other side. It just makes
Yeah.
a space where a door would be. But
You
you
know,
can't you can't just plug the key into nothing
I
and
heard.
then open a door.
I heard once that love is an open door.
Fuck's sake.
Isn't that from that movie from your world, Cold?
Yes.
Frosty.
It's
Dude, that's
about
totally
Queen and her sister.
I
Queen
liked
eh.
the snowman in that.
Oh,
Anyway, I feel like we're getting off track. So, is there anything else you need from me right now, or I can, like, if you guys want to use that on the front door, you can just get home real quick.
So-
I realize this is kind of a lot to take in.
So at this point, there's nothing we can do. We've got the rings. We're gonna have to we have to fight these creatures.
Question:
Well, you don't have to fight the creatures if you don't want to, but like we can't.
What exactly are we
Usual-
supposed to do?
Typically, what we would do is we would ask if you want to use the rings.
But
But
we're a
we
bit
were
boned.
we were kind of in a crisis situation where
Yeah.
we would have all super died because I couldn't fight back.
How will we know when there are monsters nearby to fight to collect the crystal looker things?
Generally speaking, they can't get through to your world.
Hmm?
There are
We were
there are
teleported
there
to
are
your
major.
world.
Yeah, that's. I'm not actually sure what happened with that. I'll have to get the Archmage or the Archsage
Right.
to look into that. I'll be sure to report to him basically as soon as I get done with you guys here.
Okay.
And we'll start looking into that. But if you're ever in any danger, that transformation, like it's like a second sense to you now. If you're ever in any danger, you'll transform before you can just get obliterated.
Okay. So
If you're in any mortal danger, I should say,
Yeah.
like if somebody on your side just like throws a punch at you, you won't just transform unless you want to.
okay.
But like if you're the shadows from this world are very strong. Like most normal people can't take a hit from them; they'll just die.
So to hunt them, do we just have to come to this world and look around for them, or will we be able to see some kind of effect on our world, or what?
It varies. I will have an orientation ready for the Archsage on this
Oh,
stuff.
is it going to be a nice package? Orientation package, a bit of light reading.
Maybe
Will there be snacks?
there can be.
Good.
There's on your world, I believe it's the staff building, and you know that there's a staff building like adjacent to the school where that's where your office is. Izumi is in that building because the school itself is like mostly classrooms. There's no real offices in there outside of like the headmaster's office. But there's an outbuilding where all the staff has their personal offices, and you figure that's probably what you're talking about. If you plug in the gate key somewhere near there, you should come out pretty close to our headquarters. If you come there tomorrow, we'll do some training with you, make sure you know what's going on. And I'll take
What
you to
time?
the Sage tomorrow. Afternoon, about I believe it'd be 5 p.m. on your world. Time isn't really like she points at the sky, which you can't see because you're indoors in a place with no windows. But she's like, time doesn't really mean much here anymore.
I'm gonna put it in my phone with a
You not got a
reminder
moon
30
dial?
minutes before.
She said she says 5, which is about an hour after school.
What? No moon dials?
It's kind of pointless when there are 2 moons.
How the
And they
hell
don't
is that-
and they don't move. We don't know. It appeared when the shadows appeared.
Does astronomy not really that prevalent in this world?
It's not high up on our list of priorities at the moment.
so
They prefer not to die.
if there's 2 moons, there's 2 men on the moons. Are they gay? Gay moons?
What?
I
What are
I
you
don't
on
know
about?
I don't know how to answer that question.
I actually just look at him and go, what
This
the
is-
fuck are you on about?
It's a legitimate
about
question.
This is about the
What on
third
the
time
moon?
that she's just given Krosru what?
Do I have to roll again?
Is somebody attempting to smack you again?
I don't know.
Can I make a mind check to see if I just don't have a mental breakdown?
If you want to, sure. I can't stop you from rolling dice.
Oh man.
Oh, lad.
5, not great. So you just kind of like
That's
have
Wissy.
a mi-
That's Wissy. I got a 9.
Oh.
I see that.
So you're holding it together a little bit.
I just men on the moon. What the fuck is he on about? How did he get into this school?
Wait, real talk. Is this Tom not knowing about the man on the moon or Noah?
Noah. I
Okay,
mean, I have
good,
no idea what
good.
the fuck you're on about the man on the moon. Unless you're talking about Little Boy Blue and the man on the moon when you're coming home, son. Don't know when.
And that song might not even exist in this world because of copyright problems.
Ugly Kid Joe is dead.
Guys, we still have to do our science project.
Yeah, where's Dimitri?
Oh yeah, you guys should probably get home. If you just plug the gate key, she gets up from the couch now and like walks you to the front door, and indicates to you, whoever picked up the key, I think it was Izumi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
She
It was the
she-
adult.
It was the adult. She walks you up to the door and shows you where the lock hole is. She says, if you plug it into that and then twist it, open this door. It should open up to your world. Where we are now, I think is I've only been over there like once. I think it's in the middle of the forest on the west side of the island.
That's not.
So you shouldn't be seen. I don't think that'll be an issue. Oh, but I'm gonna send this familiar with you, and she points to the orb, and the orb goes acknowledged and begins to follow the closest person to him, which is, or to it, I should
What's
say.
the orb's name?
It doesn't really have a name officially.
Can we name the orb?
Krosru number 2.
I mean, I guess if you want. Yeah, but it decides to follow Krosru for the time being.
Ha! Hey, buddy.
Krosru, what are you gonna name the orb?
Krosru number 2.
Oh,
Vetoed.
This
Can I
sounds
roll
like
against their
what
veto?
if we just call him Junior for Krosru Junior?
I can live with that.
This sounds like a discussion that you guys are going to have. So she showed you how she showed you how the gate key works if you want to use that to get out.
Yeah. Well, we gotta wait for Miss Izumi to open the portal.
Yeah.
I mime turning it.
You turn the key, push the door open, and there's kind of a flash of like the edges of the door are kind of shimmery. And as you push the door open, you can see that it is late afternoon on the other side, and you can see trees and grass, and yet it does appear to be in the middle of the forest on the other side, where like near the apartment buildings where the students stay. It's somewhere in there.
I make sure they
Well-
go through the door first.
All right, and Deanna calls out from behind you. Keep the orb safe. People probably shouldn't see that, so you might want to hide it. Also, don't forget tomorrow 5 o'clock ish.
I have it in my phone.
I unzip my backpack and invite the orb to come inside.
I asked the orb, can he transform? Because he turned into Krosru earlier.
You made
The
a copy
orb-
of Krosru.
The orb transformed into Krosru. It like scanned you and then generated a body based on.
Oh, I see.
I do not believe that would be wise, for there would be 2 Krosrus walking around.
What if
I
you
cannot
transform a dog, Junior?
I
Or
would
like
highly
some
advise 2
parakeet.
Krosrus.
I cannot transform into any being that I have not scanned.
I
What
hold
if
up
we
my phone
kidnap
to
a
it
dog?
and ask, can it change into like my phone?
No,
I
it's
can only-
mine.
I can only transform into organic objects. I am sorry.
All right.
Ah,
What if we catch a
I'm
squirrel and then Junior can turn into a squirrel, and then that's less
If
suspicious?
you want to spend the rest of your night catching a squirrel, and
I
that's
mean,
fine.
what if
Should
we
I-
build like some sort of squirrel trap? What if that's our science project?
Should I add
I
Junior
don't
into
think
my
Dimitri-
inventory?
You don't have to add the orb to your inventory. The orb is like its own entity. It's not really like possession.
I see.
You can't own it.
Yeah,
It's a
You can't
being.
own
the
people.
answer,
That's
yeah.
slavery.
it's an intelligent being. It mostly lives to serve, but it is an intelligent being.
Hey, Orb,
So-
real talk. How do you feel about the name Junior?
I have no feelings one way or the other. If that is what the group wishes to call me, then I will be referred to as that.
Is there anything that you would like to be referred to as?
I literally just asked him that, but thank you.
I do not have any personal preference, no. So she's like basically pushing you all out the door because she wants to get to this meeting that she has to take with the Archsage now. Who you take is the Archsage is kind of the leader of this place wherever you are. You haven't really been outside her cabin in there yet, but you get the feel based on the description she gave you. You get the feeling that like you're on Academy Island in the other world, and that it's protected from the outside somehow. Okay, so she basically rushes you out the door. 5 o'clock, don't forget. And she takes the key out of the lock and hands it back to you, Izumi. Don't lose this. It's super important.
That's
We
why
got a
it's
spare.
on my keychain. It's not coming up.
All right, it's going on her keychain. And she closes the door from your... You see an outline of the door, and then nothing. There is no door there.
I put my hand through where the door was.
Nope, nothing.
Did Junior accept my invite to get in my backpack, or is he still out?
Hold up. Steven, you actually hear a voice, and you start to... You're like... You kind of look around. That's not coming from anybody around you. Steven
Hello?
Rogers? Steven Rogers. You snap back to reality after watching Noah space out.
There goes gravity.
Mr. Von Carrington has probably said your name once and is staring directly at you in his glass.
That was fucking beautiful.
I just kind of sandbagged, didn't I?
I'm sorry, go ahead. What?
You snap back to reality after watching Noah space. Mr. Von Carrington has probably said your name more than once and is staring directly at you over his glasses.
Yes, hi. Hello.
I see that you're here physically, but I do hope you intend to be here mentally, too.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Von Carrington winks at you and gives you a lopsided grin, and a few classmates giggle at your expense. He continues down the attendance list, and you find yourself lost in a slightly later memory. So, back to the past again. After a moment of standing there dumbfounded, the four of you are interrupted by 3 simultaneous ringtones. So that's for Noah, it's a punch message from Dimitri, which reads, "Didn't catch you at HOE, in my dorm working on project proposal." For Steven, after this, I'm going to ask you what all your ringtones are, just because it would make me laugh. For Steven, it's a text message. It's a text message from your father. It reads, "Meet me in my office tonight at 5:30 p.m. for supper, my treat." And for Izumi, it's a reminder that you have a music lesson in your office at 5:30 p.m. tonight. And as you all check your phones, you realize it's almost 5 right now. It's like about 4:45.
Uh-oh.
So before I continue on here, who wants to describe to me what their ringtones are
Like in real life or in the
game? Well, Krosru, your phone didn't ring.
Oh.
You don't.
The other 3's phones rang.
You left your phone on the other side of the door.
Wait, I did?
No.
I wish. You left it to her, you left it with Deanna so she could memes the rest of the day.
Oh, I did?
No.
Oh.
I mean, you can if you want to have, but that's not a great idea.
No, I'm good.
No signal in the other world.
Yeah,
He has
there's.
some saved to his phone.
I know he does. Okay, so Noah, what's your ringtone sound like?
Let's see if anybody else has any ideas first, and then I'm trying to think of one.
Mine
Izumi,
is
I'm
whatever the generic version of Guile's theme from Street Fighter 2 would be.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
So
Alright.
generic fighting person music.
And for Izumi, I'm guessing it's probably like a Bone Lord song.
It is the song "Skulls of Our Forefathers" from the same titled album by Bone Lord.
So Bone Lord is a fictional band, BT Dubs. That is Izumi's favorite
I
band.
have created a whole discography for Bone Lord, by the way.
Boko knows way more about Bone Lord than I do. Alright, so now having looked at your phones and seen the time, I want you all
Everyone looks at you.
when the DM stops because one of the players is just making noises, you don't want to be that player.
mind check all of you, by the way. That's
Ha!
that was for realsies though.
12.
Fuck
23.
me!
Not
Fucking
20.
rolls today!
So Krosru and Izumi don't notice that there's anything off. Krosru's just like in general very distracted, and Izumi's like, "Oh shit, I have to get to my." Steven and like especially Noah go, "Wait a second, something is super wrong about that." Like, you guys, when you warped to the other world, it was about 9.
Yeah, it was morning. I was gonna have a
day is it?
breakfast in the middle.
And it's only been about 4 hours by
I
your
never got
estimation.
my cinnamon roll.
Do I
Oh.
still
So-
have a newspaper?
If it's nearly 5, then it's been like 8 hours.
Huh.
I didn't feel like 8
I
hours.
quickly check my phone and look at my pictures. Look at my camera roll.
The pictures from the other world are blurry. Like you can't quite make out what's in them. And which is weird because when you took them they were perfectly clear, but now on this side it just looks like a blurry mess.
Maybe there's like a time zone thing.
A time zone between these two dimensions.
I point out the time discrepancy to sorry, Izumi.
So say
I
something
just say it
about
out loud.
time violation. It's probably
Well, fuck
time
you then.
violation. You should pay attention in science class more.
Oh, speaking of that, science project.
So you think when we
Yeah.
travel
What
across
if
the
we
dimension
did
is
time zones then? We could talk about this happening.
I
As
don't
our
think that's
science
a good
project.
idea at all.
if it's time dilation, does that mean that you think that the portal is actually an interdimensional worm gate which makes us travel near the speed of light?
Could be. Or
Hey,
it's
maybe
magic.
Junior should be our project. Say we built him.
No,
That's a
bad
good idea,
That's
Junior.
that's a
Can you
horrible
be
idea.
a science project?
Dimitri has
Don't
already
talk
sent me
about
a message.
plagiarism in front of your teacher.
Fuck Dimitri, he didn't show up.
No, he did show up. He didn't find us. We got
Oh.
sent to another world before he showed up.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
he
you
was
guys
also
also
super
totally
late.
realized that you never got your drinks, but you also totally just like dined and ditched that place.
Whoops.
Hey, I
did
never
get
got my
drink.
cinnamon roll.
You never got the things you asked for, so it's not like you didn't pay for something you
I
got.
feel
but-
very bad about them
I didn't
making
order
the cinnamon
anything.
roll and me not being there to receive it. Okay, I
I
don't
didn't-
need you shaming me.
I was in the bathroom. I didn't order anything.
I'm
All
okay.
right, so looking at your messages, both Izumi and so I'm gonna come back to what Noah and Krosru are doing, but Izumi and
Wait, what are we doing?
Izumi and Stevan both have things to do at the school in about 40 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta skedaddle.
And it's like a 30-minute walk to the school from the dorms.
Oh, I gotta go, guys. My dad's expecting me. Let me know about the science project. I will bring like cookies next meeting. Yeah.
That's great.
Cookies.
I'm glad you're bringing something to the team.
Roll for sarcasm.
What's that? A D? What's
A
Noah's
D-
starting
a
sarcasm?
D20 plus fuck you.
Sarcasm? It's
Yeah, that's about what the fuck did you just roll?
Oh yeah.
What are all of these rolls that happened at once?
A
And then
12
Tom's
with
little
minus
dice.
bias.
You rolled also you rolled you two rolled 2 zeros on a D0, excuse me. Alright. So Izumi and Stevan, I keep forgetting your name because it's my name. You both start
No,
you both
it's
ma-
spelled different.
Correct. Okay, so Steven, you and Izumi set off immediately towards the school. Steven, you head for your dad's office in the main building, and Izumi for her own in the staff building.
Yeah,
It takes-
I start running and yell at them. Be here on time or I'll suspend you. Tomorrow.
So it takes you a minute to get your bearings getting out of the forest, but once you spot where the apartment building is, because like these trees aren't very thick, you can tell where the apartment building is. And once you know where that is, you know where the rest of the school is, because it's up a big fucking cliff, basically, with a road built into the side of it. So it takes you some time to get up the road, given the incline towards the plateau the school sits on. You make your way past the parking lot and then part ways. I'm
On the
reading
plateau,
faster
we
than I
part ways.
Izumi, you head off towards the left for the staff building, and Steven, you continue onwards up the front stairs of the towering Metro City Private Academy main building. You pass through the glass double doors into the lobby, where an enormous bronze statue of your father looms over you. You groan at it and circle around it through the quiet commons area. This late at night, all the underclassmen have gone home, and all the upperclassmen are busy being not here, and the silence is the slightest bit unnerving. Finally, you get to the office door with the big shiny plaque that reads Dr. Rogers' principal's office.
I guess I'll knock at the door.
You knock, and there's no response. But as you knock, the door moves inwards a little bit, and you can tell that it's open.
Okay, I guess I'll push in and go, Dad.
Stepping inside, you find the front part of the principal's office, which you imagine most students are familiar with. There's a door in the back of the room that leads to your father's quote-unquote office, where the man practically lives these days. But in front of that room is a comically small desk, or rather, it's probably a regular-sized desk, but it is dwarfed by the massive man that sits behind it. The man looks up, noticing you, and gives you a wave with one of his enormous, meaty hands, which you suspect could probably crush your head like a Capri Sun, or as you know it, a khaki moon. With his other hand,
Or
his
Capri
other
Sun.
with his other hand, he pushes a buzzer. From the speaker on his desk, you hear a familiar, if a bit staticky voice. Let him in, Maurice.
Oh, I just got
Maurice.
a khaki moon.
Good job. Maurice nods and indicates the door with a grin.
Thanks, Maurice.
Oh, I just got it. Khaki.
He nods to you and tips an imaginary hat.
We're fucking stupid.
You suspect that hats would not fit on his head.
Oh no, I tried once. I gave him a hat. It did not work.
Didn't end. You tried giving him a beanie, and it looked more like a yarmulke, and it just
Yeah.
it
There were
didn't
many
work out.
casualties.
It didn't work. He's not Jewish. I mean, yeah.
No. All right.
Anyways.
So you step up to the second door, the door that leads back to basically where your dad lives at this point. You step up to the door and open it. A glass staircase ascends to a platform, which turns around to another glass staircase. At the top of that is a frosted glass door, behind which you know is your father somewhere.
All right, I'll open up the frosted glass door.
All right. You open the door into a long room with a deep purple carpet running the length from the door to an empty desk at the end. On the right side is a door with a gray hand scanner panel to one side, and on the left you can see through glass panels a long gray conference table with chairs around it. Currently on that table are 3 plates of food, and at one end of the table is a man. His hair was once jet black, but you can now see shocks of gray coming through, especially on the sides. Glasses sit over his dark brown eyes, and he appears to be deep in thought about something. Are you at all being like sneaky about coming into your dad's office?
No,
I don't know
just
why. I
normal.
don't know why you would be, but
No, just normal.
Just a question to ask. All right. After a moment, he sees you've entered and waves you over with a smile, which you can barely see through his thick but very well-groomed beard.
Hey, Dad.
And so you're going to enter the conference room.
Yep.
All right. As you come through the glass door to the conference room and shut it behind you, he goes, "Hello, Stevan. How has school been?"
I think it's okay. Our science project team didn't go very well today, but I have a lot of confidence in tomorrow.
It's good.
So.
It's always good to have confidence in your projects. You know that your dad is not super great at small talk, and today seems like even worse than normal. So you sit down at one end of the table, the far end, and as you look at your plate and look at the plate in front of him, he hasn't started eating yet. And you remember, you notice there's a third plate towards the middle of the table. I want you to roll either a heart check or a mind check. You can pick.
Heart. 18.
You remember that today is a very important day to your father.
Oh,
it is.
Jesus.
It is
God.
your mother's birthday.
Oh.
Are you going to try to say anything to him? Because you suspect this is probably why he looks so distracted.
Good luck.
Remember
Josh.
how I said this session was going to get real as fuck for one of you?
I knew it was gonna be Josh. Good luck, man. Good luck.
She would have really liked the school, Dad.
And he looks up at you kind of shocked that like you remember and also that you're acknowledging it. And he straightens up in his chair and he goes, "Today was her birthday, yes. And
Okay.
he sits up and looks at you over his glasses. "I opened the school, moved all the way to Metro City to help forget. Everything in Washington reminded me of her, and I needed to leave that behind. But Every time I see a young student full of life and determination, it ends up reminding me of your mother anyway, which I suppose is a good way to remember her, as she was. He sighs deeply and looks at you with a tired smile and old solemn eyes somewhat obscured by his tinted glasses. You remind me of her too, Stevan. I'm sure she would be proud of you. And I am too. He opens his mouth as if to say something else, but then closes it. He looks back down at his plate and quietly begins to eat again, avoiding eye contact with you, and that's more or less what you expect from your dad at this point. He's not a conversationalist.
The top left of the screen. Adam Rogers will remember this.
Hold on, where was I in my script here now?
Sorry, I've been having that joke for like 5 minutes. Waiting for a pause to make it.
Alright. He looks down at his plate and quietly begins to eat again, avoiding eye with you. On the wall behind him, you finally notice a portrait. There's a man, very familiar to you, but significantly younger. There's a woman, beautiful, with a gentle smile, who you vaguely remember, and in her arms is a very, very familiar child with deep brown eyes. Then you look down at your plate, and you realize it is your favorite meal. You're kind
It's
of
mac and cheese with cut up hot dogs.
Which, yes, it is mac and cheese with cut up hot
Fantastic.
dogs. Which you're very surprised that your dad still remembers that, because he kind of forgets you just sometimes.
Oh, wait. Is it dinosaur-shaped mac and cheese, though?
It is.
What?
No, hold up. I'm gonna make a roll for that, actually.
Roll? Are you rolling for his dad's stats?
Yeah, it is.
Oh
I
my
rolled-
god.
I rolled a natural 20 on a mac and cheese check. It's definitely dinosaur.
Oh, he nailed it.
He nailed this meal.
Dad has good heart stats.
Mm, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, it's a mind stat.
Maybe. Then a voice cuts through again. Not to you. You basically like finish the rest of your night in silence, eating. You're enjoying your dinosaur mac and cheese with cut up hot dogs. Krosru Rob,
Hey.
snap back to reality again. There goes gravity again.
There it goes.
Yeah,
Mom
that is a
spaghetti.
good quote, isn't it? You snap back to reality again. After responding, you give a nervous eyebrow raise toward the back of the room, where there's a girl sitting. She has dark crimson hair, a lock of which falls over her eyes, which you know are two different colors, pink and orange. Two large white hoop earrings dangle from her ears. You glance around the room nervously and wonder how this mess started. So now we're going to cut back to after they ran off. Krosru and shit, what's her name? Noah.
No.
I mean, you keep
What are you
saying my
doing?
surname, you know. I'm gonna go to Dimitri's room.
All right, so you're going to head back to the dorms. You just walk off, I assume, without telling Krosru anything. Decide that that's what
Absolutely.
your plan is.
Oh, okay.
I tell him to make sure no one sees the orb.
Gotcha.
Then I
All right, so you just take off. With everybody split off from you except the orb, the adrenaline from all of that is starting to wear off, and you feel extremely tired. The orb, in fact, comments on this. You appear very drowsy, Mr. Straub. Shall we return to your place of residence?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so you're gonna go. You're basically following him back to the dorms, but you live on the same floor as Noah, which you know, but you don't know which floor Dimitri is on. You suspect that Dimitri probably gave Noah this information, but I suspect you're not going to help them anyway.
Oh, wait,
right.
I'm laughing at what you're saying as the GM. That doesn't make sense.
I
You're
think
not laughing
I think
for no
Krosru
reason.
would just be laughing to himself.
Thieves.
Krosru just hears the voice of God talking to him.
Actually, Krosru is kind of right now, just because everybody else got a text and he didn't.
All right. So you head back to your room.
Yeah.
All right. So your room is. I have to double check this real quick.
Wait, what
but
was
I
the red hair
believe
thingy a minute ago? I don't.
That was back in the classroom.
Okay.
I've been kind
I
of like
lost-
teleporting between two frames of reference. There's been the future, which is
I lost track while I was drawing shitty mustaches on everybody.
Oh,
You,
wait,
you
hold on.
added a hat. You
Yeah, no,
added a hat, a mustache, and a goatee to me.
Yeah, you have done-
monocle. Sorry.
You have done that, and I didn't even notice. 2 monocles.
I've been
Alright,
watching
so,
him do it for like ages.
I just wasn't paying attention, I guess.
All right, I know what I'm doing now. We're good. We're good. Yeah, back to
Right.
the dorm.
All right. So your room is actually on the 3rd floor. You don't see Noah, you don't see Dimitri. You suspect they've already gone off to their rooms. Noah, you knew that Dimitri's room is on the 1st floor. In fact, his room is number 1. And that's where you went immediately to help him work on the project. And he was, happy to have some help, but he looked like he mostly had it himself, more or less, but he still wants to go over notes with you just so you can, agree on what the project is going to be.
Yeah, I'll tell him that the other 2 weren't helpful.
He yeah, I more or less expected that. I kind of didn't expect you to ditch on me. Are you okay?
Ah, man, it was fucking mental. I woke up and I just couldn't move.
That sounds like sleep paralysis. You want
I
some
should-
help with that?
Nah, I should be good, man. It's never happened before. If it happens again, I'll go see a doctor, but I should be good.
All right, so we should get to work on the project.
Yeah.
So as that's going on, Krosru, you make it up to the 3rd floor where you are room 301. And Noah's room 301. You're room 302.
Oh, come on. Got me a fucking break.
There is no brakes on the suffering train.
There is no break on the grocery tray.
So you get your dorm key, which I assume you have on you, unless you just didn't lock the door.
I didn't lock the door.
So you just open the door to your apartment.
Yep.
And how would you like to describe your apartment? I can tell you what's in here to start. Like every room, like the basics of what was in this room is every student got a bed, a dresser, a desk, and a laptop. And that's basically what was in the room when you got here. You could have, moved in other stuff from your home. Like, for instance, you have a very fabulous poster on the wall of rock idol Aya Kanzaki,
The best. The very best.
who is one of your favorite musicians.
No
But,
question. She is
is there
my
any-
favorite. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm Krosru's Robin. I'm not talking to the DM. What are you talking about?
That's Krosru's job. Talks to whoever he pleases. All right. So, would you like to describe anything else that's in your room?
There off in the corner, there's a small shitty drum set with pillows stuffed into the heads of the drums. That way, nobody can hear me. Or I don't disturb people, I guess. Because I guess I got complaints or something. But yeah, there's just a tiny, shitty, banged up drum set, and there's also a mini fridge with a lot of root beer in it.
So much root beer.
So much root
All
beer.
right. So, you open your door, shut it again behind you, toss your bag off to the side, which. As you're throwing it, you remember, oh shit, there's the orb. The orb is in there.
Junior, no. I dive.
You dive after the bag you're just. I want you to roll a body check, or a dex check if you want to transform for it.
Oh.
No, you just eat shit, and the bag lands like in the corner on a pile of dirty clothes.
I'm sorry.
The bag. You also realize you didn't actually zip it. And the orb just kind of floats out and goes, "I am uninjured. It is all right.
Sweet.
You should probably. I am impervious to most forms of damage."
Ooh.
Don't tell him that.
Is
You
that a
should-
challenge, Junior?
It is not. You should probably get some. You should probably get some rest. You seem very exhausted.
Yeah. Hey, Junior.
Yes,
Do you like me?
I have no strong opinions about people,
I have no strong opinions one way or the other.
but
Okay.
you seem kind enough.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking sweet. All right. That's all I needed. Bed.
He just
I
says
love
bed and
that
then
noise.
fucking passes out in his bed immediately.
It's just gone.
Noah jumping through the air towards the bed.
All right, so I'm gonna quickly just cut back to
Reality?
Noah real quick. What do you think you want your science project to be about? You and Dimitri have talked about this for a while, and again, it was left kind of open ended.
Yeah.
Just do a science project, basically, is what he said. Like, do a research project on something.
Fucking then we decided to do a project on the renewable energies that help run Metro City.
All right, that's a pretty good idea. I think yeah, I can work with that. You and Dimitri workshop that to come up with a basic like you don't have to have the project done. You just have to have a proposal ready to go by tomorrow.
Yeah.
And yeah, so renewable energy in Metro City. It's a good project. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Right.
The orb was better.
We cut back to Krosru. After about how long do you nap for?
Week.
Actually,
well,
you can't.
Depends.
Nap for
What
very
time
long
was
because
it?
it was about like 5 when you got back here.
Yeah,
So we'll say you nap for about an hour and a half.
Sure.
Sure. All right. All right. So you slowly, like groggily wake up and notice there's a light coming from your desk where your laptop is. And as you like groggily sit up from your bed, you see that there is a very familiar person sitting at your desk. And it takes you a minute to figure out you're not like dreaming, because sitting at your desk is Ikonzaki, the rockbot idol.
Krosru just like sits up in bed, rubs his eyes, looks, and just like sits there, man.
He just sits there, man.
He is frozen.
She turns to you and goes, "Oh, hello, Mr. Straub. Did you have a nice nap?" And at this point, you realize it's not actually Rock Idol Ikonzaki, but it is the orb
Get him to make a
transformed
mind
into
check
Rock
to see if he realizes.
No, yeah, actually make a mind check. Do that. Make a mind check to see if you think you're still asleep. All right. You pinch your arm. You're not dreaming. So either Rock Idol Ikonzaki snuck into your room, which you didn't lock, so I guess that's possible. Or this is probably the orb transformed. And as you look into her eyes as she turns back to you, you see that one of them is glowing orange and one of them is glowing pink. So you're pretty sure this is the orb.
Oh man, Junior, you got me. You got me. You little.
I thought it would be wise to take a form of somebody who wouldn't be around here.
Ooh, Junior.
Yes?
Google her signature and sign my fucking poster.
I suppose I can do that. I've been looking into human behavior research as well while you slept, so I could be
on
more...
my laptop.
Yes.
Okay.
So I could be more passive. So I could be more passively human. Lady Deanna once told me that I am sort of robotic, and I've been trying to work on that.
It's pretty much just Tumblr blogs full of puns upon puns upon puns.
No.
So yeah, the orb actually like Googled some. I guess Junior, if that's what you're going to continue calling it.
Yeah.
Junior looked up, Googled some information, and she Googles Ikonzaki's signature, I guess, and signs your poster. I'm gonna make a roll for this. I'm pretty sure I have the orb stats somewhere.
I am totally taking a picture of this.
I mean, I get it,
As
but
it
it looks like Ikonzaki. But at the end of the day, you know it's the orb signing.
But I'm taking a picture. Everybody else will think it's Ikonzaki too.
In your fucking dorm room.
Yes! That's the best part.
You think you can't spin this?
For the orb stats, I actually wrote originals stats, whatever it's copying its stats. And
So
I don't have Ikonzaki's stats.
That's...
So I'm gonna make this. We'll call this a mind check, and we'll give it like a +2. 17. So this is actually a pretty good, like, an okay forgery of Ikonzaki's signature on your
Pawn Stars.
Yeah, fucking nice. Yeah, fucking
the Pawn Stars guys would probably be able to figure it out, but like the majority of people who are probably going to see this poster will not.
fucking love it. Nice. Yeah. Ooh.
Also, in order to stay close to you and not arouse suspicion, I have added myself to the class registry for I forgot what your class was.
I mean,
for class 3 at this school.
as
The only thing I'm missing is a name. What do you think I should? What do you think I should put in there?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, did you sign up as, that?
I didn't. I left the name intentionally blank. I'm not.
No.
I don't know.
The form,
I don't know
the form, man.
the form. Okay, so what I actually did was I took the liberty of modifying the memories of all of the teachers in this school who don't already know me. Okay, this is hard. This is difficult to explain, but basically, the orb has rewritten, since this is relating to the dark dimension because it's from there. It can rewrite the memories of people so that they think, yeah, this person has been in class here the whole time. She's just getting the orb is just getting the rest of the paperwork and the school rules and stuff.
Will the students know it's not Ikonzaki?
No.
Yeah, because she can transform their memories too. So like basically, this person has gone to school here for the last week now,
And they just
as
happen
far as
to
everybody
look
else
like...
remembers.
I
Yeah.
see. Carry on then.
I do need a name though. I'm not
name.
familiar with the naming conventions in this world.
Name.
Neither is apparently Krosru Shroud's parents.
You know what? I once watched this really good series online. It was by these kids who are just, startup YouTube channel called Magic Abridged, and
Okay.
I think I'm gonna call you Taco.
So Taco puts down Taco as the the orb puts down Taco as its first name.
Ah, shit. Let's see.
You might be able to spin it if you make it like taco as in OU. But if you want it, but you...
Here we go. Okay. Scratch that. First
Okay.
name.
She backspaces it.
First name. Love interest. Second
No.
name.
No.
Taco.
Taco.
I
Why did you let him make this decision?
see. This is exactly why I had this happen to him. Be the funniest one. So you walk over to the computer and input Levintrist Taco as her name. And
Great.
Hit send.
I'm glad I got the mom's birthday. And Krosru gets love interest taco. This is whirlwind.
Yeah. Listen.
Brilliant.
No, don't worry. There's some more nonsense coming up in this session. Sure, yeah. Okay, so this person is now Levintrist Taco.
Love interest
I-
taco.
Do you think it would be wise to call me something for short?
Like
Lit.
taco.
Lit.
Lou.
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 Louv?
Lou.
You're not
Lou?
there.
L-
You're not there.
You. I know. I'm speaking telepathically.
How about Lovey? Luvi.
Lovey?
Yeah.
All right. So from now on you will refer to me as Lovey?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
You're gonna fit Junior in there somehow, like the name that we're familiar with.
Oh shit.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
It'll respond to whatever you call it, basically. All right. I acknowledged. I will keep that in mind for the future. I appreciate your help with this. I really do wish to help out Lady Deanna in any way I can, and by
Sweet.
extension yourselves.
Hey.
So there is a slight complication, though. I do not have a student uniform.
Oh, I don't wear mine anyway. You can have it.
You wear-
I realize how that might be complicated considering I am a 5'7" male and you are Ikonzaki.
I don't feel like that's going to, like, you at least keep your uniform on you. the teachers expect, from what I understand from the rules, at least some semblance of wearing a uniform. I can't just not have one. I cannot just not have one.
Here's an idea.
All right, I'm gonna actually have you roll a mind check, or
Here's not an idea.
or an intelligence check if you want to transform to do it. The mind
Oh.
check is a DC 10. The intelligence check is a DC 5.
Oh no, because there's a really easy workaround for this.
I'm confused. I don't even know what's happening, so I'll just roll mind. Oh.
Mind 9. Well, you missed it. On failure, you do remember that there is at least one lady on campus that you know who might be able to help you.
I'm not a
And,
woman.
and her name is, and you know her as a teacher because her name is Misari.
Who?
Izumi might be able to help you with this because
the
she's
teacher.
an adult and might be able to help you.
Aha, I know that person, kinda.
All right.
Swishy.
So
They like music.
So you know that you remember that she had to go to a music, so you could probably catch her if you went up to like the school.
I instinctively say, Lovey, get in the bag. Oh wait, shit, you're human now. Let's go.
All right. So this girl that wasn't in there before just follows you out of your room.
What clothes is she wearing?
Swag.
What clothes is going on right now?
Oh shit.
Okay.
Is she wearing clothes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's wearing what she was wearing in the poster. When
Okay,
she
sweet.
transformed into you earlier, or when the orb transformed into you earlier, it was wearing the clothes you were wearing.
Yeah, like, is
It can generate the clothes. So I'm going to explain to you in game mechanics. It can generate the clothes that it scanned, but it can't like just generate clothes that didn't exist.
So
before,
potentially-
which is why it just didn't generate into a school.
So potentially I could have held up my school uniform over the poster. And from
in
the right
theory,
perspective,
maybe, but it's a bit late from that.
yeah, fuck that.
I mean, so wait, in this poster, were they dressed like a normal person, or were they in like an idol outfit, which will make them obviously stand out in public?
Nah, man,
She was
memories
wearing
and shit.
a tank top with the Heartthrob logo on it, the music
Fuck
group
yeah.
that Ikanzaki is in. Two leather like belts on one arm, fingerless leather gloves, a red plaid skirt, and ripped up tights.
Those are
I'm
worth
glad
like
she's
30
not gonna
battle
stand
points.
out.
So it's not super. It's not like. It's all like her clothes are like black and red. It's not going to stand out too much,
Yeah,
Oh my god, she matches me.
but it's definitely not a school uniform.
yeah.
So you drag Luffy with you up to the school, and back in the classroom now. The next day, the rest of your day goes more or less normally. Krosru, Luffy follows you to your elective class at the end of the day, which is in the music room because you chose your elective as music. And so, Izumi, I want you to describe what the music room looks like, given that this is your domain.
This is my powerful domain. Inside the music room, I've thrown out every single like classical string instrument. Everything's electric. Everything's sound. Everything is 80 gauge strings.
All right.
Well, maybe not that last one. It's very heavy, though. That's all I have to say about it. It's easier to find a 7-string or an 8-string here than it is in any of the music stores in Metro City.
All right. So as you're standing at the front of the room, going down your class roster, you see a name that wasn't on there before and raise an eyebrow. And looking up, you see Luffy standing or sitting at her spot in the I guess like stands. How is your music room set up? Do you have like desks, or is it like organized like an orchestra music room basically?
It's like a kind of like a circular desk type thing.
All right, so it's like an auditorium sort of.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, sitting at the desk next to Crow is Luffy, who you remember from last night. You just haven't seen her name written down up until you were looking at your class roster, and you go, "Who boy?"
Wait, shouldn't she have to do a check to see if she recognizes?
No, she.
'Cause didn't I?
So
Or was that just a?
She gave you the uniform that Luvy's wearing.
Oh,
You
dumbass
We're
me.
cutting
We're
between
in-
past and
we're
future.
cutting between past and future.
Listen,
So,
listen, I'm stupid
Some
just like my
Naruto
character.
level stuff.
This scene is the one I was most excited about. So it's just after your music lesson.
No,
About
it
6
wasn't my scene.
The dead mom.
I mean, your scene was important for the story. This scene was important for the random bullshit that this story is going to have in it. So going down the class, I'm past that. It's just after your music lesson now, about 6 p.m. You just got done helping a freshman saxophone player who was struggling with their breathing.
Saxman.
Fuck, we're an hour late.
It's only the first week, and they've never played an instrument before, so you can't be too upset with her yet, or maybe you can. I don't know. So
never learned to gent on the saxophone.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, you poor
Did
thing.
you not read the flyer before you took this class?
I'm sorry. I just really like music. And this freshman girl like runs out of your classroom, kind of crying a little bit.
Oh.
And you're like, she's tough, she'll be fine. And then Krosru knocks on your office door.
Josh, the fucking glasses look great on your face.
So Krosru knocks on your office door. Do you answer it?
Begrudgingly.
All right, so you open the door and see out in the hallway. You
Hey.
actually didn't know who you could see Krosru through like the
I
glass.
closed the
spot
door
in the middle of the
immediately.
door. You see Krosru and a girl you don't recognize there.
I opened the door for a second time after composing myself to deal with him. What is it?
I actually don't know why I'm here.
The uniform.
Hey,
I need a school uniform, Mr. Sran.
we jumped back in time again. I forgot.
Yeah.
Right, you are, Luvi, who has totally been a student the whole time and not Ikanzaki, rock idol.
Boko, would you recognize Ai Kanzaki Rock?
Yeah, I'm aware of what the hip kids like, but I don't like it.
So yeah, you're kind of confused as to why this random girl is sitting here. Apologies. I believe he referred to me as Junior previously. I am being referred to as Luvi currently. I'm the familiar that
it's short for
Lady
love interest
Liana.
taco.
It's Orb.
Yes, more or less.
Love interest taco.
You shall be referred to as Orb.
Lo-
from this
love.
point.
Love interest taco.
It does not. The reason that we came to you is because I need a school uniform. I'm going to be at school here, and I was able to write myself into the school and rewrite the memories of people so that I belong here. But I can't just procure a school uniform from nothing. We were hoping you would have some ideas about that.
I pat Luvi on the back and I'm like, you don't get it. You'll never fit in no matter how many memories you rewrite.
That's okay. So Izumi, I want you to roll a mind or intelligence check.
And that was like from
Again,
experience, not out of maliciousness.
The mind check is DC 10. The intelligence, yeah.
Damn.
Hey, I rolled
Okay.
good.
So on a
Form of
success,
magic.
you remember that there's a laundromat on the first floor of both student dorms, and that laundry is usually picked up Sunday night about 7, so about an hour from now.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a fucking heist movie.
I am
Oh,
the
you
perfect
could just
candidate.
you can just make one with magic. Why are you doing a heist movie?
Occam's razor. The simplest solution is to just steal the uniform. Clearly.
So yes, you do. You remember that basically.
Alright, I guess I've got an idea. There's a laundromat. Pickup should be about an hour. Probably go for 1 or 2. No one's gonna notice 1 or 2 go out.
Okay. Cool,
You're not
cool.
coming, you're too loud.
You-
You are immediately suspicious.
I mean, I feel like I should be in. It's Ikanzaki.
I believe my name is Luby now, currently.
It's Laventress Taco.
You're being in Ikanzaki.
All right, so going through with this plan, do you decide to tell anybody else in the group about this plan?
They didn't text me about shit, so I'm not texting
Oh,
them
I'm
about
sorry.
shit.
I think I'll pull out my phone. Hey, just had a great combo with my dad.
Mom's still dead.
I thought I should let everyone know. Check out this dinosaur mac and cheese.
I meant earlier when we all split off because everybody got texts.
Did you post
And I didn't get a
macaroni
text.
cheese on Instagram?
I did not decide to do that.
Or
But not,
whatever
I mean,
the
they'll fucking
equivalent
find
of
out, right?
Instagram
Like,
is.
I'm not gonna text them about it.
Dimitri- After me and Dimitri decided on the project, I sent a message out letting everyone know what it was.
All right, so you
I am
get
disappointed
a
it's not the orb.
I send back a series of thumbs up that form a small pyramid.
All right, so it's about 6 p.m. now, Josh. Dinner didn't take you that long. You're like basically walking back from the school at this point. So you've got your text, Noah. You just got a text just now from Krosru, so you have his number now.
What's the text saying?
Oh, is that at my discretion or is it? Oh,
Oh, yeah,
I was gonna say.
You send this text. You can send a text back to him if you want.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Poop
You
emoji.
got a poop emoji. Okay, that's what you send out.
Can I block the number?
Being unable to communicate with the party is kind of.
Just his. I can talk to Josh still.
All right. So are you going to tell anybody else about this heist plan?
About the heist plan?
I don't really block him. I just realized.
You just see the screen cap of you hitting the block button.
I send a group text
All right.
and say, "Hey, who's up for heisting tonight? I know I am."
So
No context whatsoever, just that.
you may want to, and Luffy just takes your phone
No.
and goes, "Hello, this is previously the Orb / Junior. I need to get a student uniform, and I believe we've come up with a strategy to take some from the laundry trucks as they leave tonight.
Tell him about the heist.
Also,
I'm gonna
Krosru wants me
reply-
to tell you that there was a heist."
I'm gonna reply. I don't think they make school uniforms for orbs.
I respond, what form have you taken?
She goes, "Is there any way for me to show them what I look like now?"
I was
Yeah, you
expecting
just
her to reply with a
you
selfie.
boop boop, and the camera is there. Don't look at
Okay, so
myself.
you show Luffy how the camera app works very specifically without going into your gallery.
Exactly.
Where do I put my D20? There it is.
I mean, it's just a million selfies of me.
Yeah, it's only a 10. She doesn't accidentally push the button.
Ah.
I would have considered that a high roll. Anyway, she eventually figures out how to send a picture and sends it back. Are you doing anything in the background of this picture? Because Luffy just kind of takes this picture with a blank
I
face.
pose with like rock fingers, whatever they're called, bullhorns, and like.
All right, so the three of you get that text.
Should I take a mind check to see if I know who it is?
Would you know who Rock Idol Ikanzaki is?
That's what I am saying. Should I take a mind check? I might know.
If you want to.
Okay, let's see if I know. I know who they are.
15. It looks familiar.
Should I do that?
Do I realize that they're an idol or not? Like,
You.
Can probably
I'm
ascertain
gonna say
that from
with
the
a
fact that
15,
Krosru is
since
so
you're
happy.
not, since you're not like since you don't like specifically have a music background, you recognize this person, but you can't tell from what. I would need a higher roll for that probably.
so I don't know that they're famous.
No, you recognize them from something, but you can't put your finger. If you want to roll, Steven, you can. 17. You do recognize that this is a famous person. that the orb is transformed into.
Now, how long does it take him?
Isn't that a famous person?
Say yes. Say yes. Say yes.
She replies, Krosru wants me to say yes.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
And
Krosru.
now you connect the dots. And you're like, oh, that's Rock Idol Ikonzaki.
Why are you Rock Idol Ikonzaki?
This is the only form that I could find within Krosru's room.
Oh, maybe that was the best form then.
she didn't look at her.
Couldn't you have waited?
Wait,
It is too late. It is too late for that now.
Doesn't
I
he
cannot
have
leave
the
this body
internet?
without it dying.
Tell them not to
That could-
judge.
Krosru has told me not to judge.
Shit.
Told me to tell you not to judge.
Screw it, I'm in.
All right, so
We-
that was in for the heist.
wait, I'm confused. What are we doing?
I don't know, but it involves the orb.
All right, so do you guys want to like meet up back at the apartments to discuss this plan?
Sure.
Well, we've only got an hour, haven't we? And how far away is it?
The school's about 30 minutes, so you'll have 30 minutes to discuss it once we'll get back to the dorm.
Yeah, but we've got to get there before the hour's up. Yeah, okay.
I mean, it comes at 7, but it's not like it appears instantly. All the laundry's in.
Yeah, it teleports in. The
It's like-
laundry's gone.
It's
No-
like the blood moon in Zelda.
nothing
It just
personal,
appears and
kid.
disappears.
It teleports behind you.
Sorry, fam. You're
So
lost.
I'm actually gonna see if I can find heist music on Incompetech real quick while you guys talk about this.
So are we together now, or like what? I don't
Yeah.
know where we met.
Yeah, where we met? Have we met at Thingy's office?
No, because then you would have to like sprint back. I would say like somewhere in the apartments would probably be a good place to meet. Probably outside because three of you and the three of you and 2 girls, one of whom is a teacher, would probably be super suspicious sneaking into the boys' dorm. So probably like outside someplace. There are
Is there
like
a
benches
courtyard
out front.
or
Yeah,
something?
there's like a courtyard area with like benches and a fountain out front.
Yeah, I'll head
Okay.
to the courtyard.
All
I
right.
come out dressed in all black.
All right.
Oh, I love it.
I smack my hand into my face.
I equip my shitty Saiyan Scouter, which actually has nothing to do with my transformation.
It's
just
oh,
there
that's
now.
right. You just have that.
I ask her what's wrong with being dressed in all black.
Doesn't that make you more suspicious than like wearing like what students wear?
Damn, what are you doing, Noah?
It's in our
Mourning a
free
dead
time.
person?
It's a black hoodie and some dark jeans.
Josh just laughs uncomfortably.
I'm still sitting here in my bright white coat.
Yeah, Noah, is that what you
People say a heist, I expect some kind of stealth element. I'm sorry.
It looks like a
That's all
funeral
right.
outfit.
It's a black hoodie and some dark jeans. I'm not like in a black tux like holding
gonna-
flowers.
I'm gonna just like be staring
Staring
somewhere.
God, who died?
My hope.
I'm just gonna kind of sit down and pull out my GS Viva
You're right,
and
Josh.
begin playing a video game.
Josh, you look like someone's died. What's up, man?
Oh, it's cold as ice.
Willie?
This is going in a direction.
I'm going to
Nothing says-
sink lower to the ground,
Nothing says
And
classy
just
comedy like dead
curl,
parent jokes.
right? Just curl up and just stay there.
It's like,
Josh is one parent away from becoming fucking Batman.
Why are you like this? I did, however, find a music track for the heist.
Nice.
Okay, so with your information gathering, you have determined that I'm trying to find this track real quick. So the truck, basically, the way this is gonna work, the way this is gonna go down for you is the truck pulls up, and you're basically gonna have like five rounds to sneak in and grab at least one uniform and sneak back out without being seen.
All right.
If you
What
get-
if I distract the truck driver?
That's possible.
So,
Alright, so
I'm gonna try and see if I can transform to try and like speed this up.
in what way are you attempting to transform to speed this up?
Am I not? Would I not have like be faster when I'm transformed, or is it just the same shit?
You could be. All right. So basically, okay. So I'm going to describe the scene to you. You guys watch from the shadows, I guess, as the van pulls up to the student dorms between the two buildings. Inside the van are two employees, two like older men who run a laundromat and look like they're tired, but they get paid.
For the record,
So,
I'm not hearing heist music, so if it's going, I can't hear it.
I also cannot hear any heist music.
There it is.
Oh, there's
Oh
Here we
my,
go.
it's
Oh, that's a
it's
little
it's
loud.
noisy. It is a noise.
Loud heist music as we're creeping in. Dead.
All right, that's
All
better.
right. As you see the two employees get out of the van, one of them splits off to go get clothes from the boys' dorm, and the other
He
one
gets the
goes
clothes
off
for his
to the girls'
transformation.
dorm. On this first round, there's nothing in the truck yet. They haven't do that, and the two are currently unlocking the gates to open up the laundry dumpster, basically. So, what are you going to do? Anything?
Oh, fuck.
Should I distract them now?
There's no clothes in the truck yet. If that was part of your plan. Like they're
I think it's just
basically the way I'm thinking of it. You have basically two chances you can go. You can either try to take something out of the truck, or you can try
Or
to
out
take
the
something
bin.
out of the bin. Yeah,
I will.
Wait, have we got the orb with us?
yeah. He's
got
Luffy is
brilliant.
also there.
I've got a brilliant fucking plan then.
Oh, you're gonna do something super bizarre and then just erase their memories? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
All right, that might work.
Might. That's worrisome.
I wonder if we could take their keys and then they would spend time looking for them.
Take them off their belt.
Oh, I thought they were in the
Okay.
truck.
The keys for the car?
For the
Okay, so
laundry
right
thing?
now, neither of them are near the car.
I am
All right,
You
confused.
to do something to the car, now would be the time to do it.
I ask Junior because
Alright.
Get it right.
Ask Junior, if we went up and just stole a uniform, would she be able to erase their memory so that they don't remember us?
Since this has nothing to do relating to the dark dimension.
What if I transform?
Perhaps. I've never had to do that before. There's a chance it wouldn't work.
You don't have to do anything he tells you.
Acknowledged.
The same goes for him.
Acknowledged.
No.
Crap, I can't think of anything. Anybody got anything to do this turn?
All right. So they go to get the laundry and they leave the truck unattended.
Yeah, because
So
they
they
both split
put-
off to get the job done.
And they put something in there. Why don't we just go and grab it and then
That's
get
what I
back?
think. That's what I
And
think
while you
that-
guys are doing that, I will distract them with my various laundry-based questions.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So you got a plan. So what are you doing? They've both unlocked the gates at this point and are picking up like loads of laundry, like bags full of dirty laundry, basically.
Okay.
Right. Is there where would I need to go to like stop them and talk to them before
going to
they
s-
can see the truck?
Are you stopping? Okay, so you're stopping them like at the gates, at the bins.
Yeah, I guess so. I just so that they can't see the truck, so that everyone else has time to get into the truck and look for
Right.
something.
I mean, right now they're not looking at the truck; they're getting shit out of the bins.
But there's nothing in the truck.
yes,
Well, that's not helpful unless they're gonna hide in the truck.
I mean,
Oh, spooky laundry ghost.
all right,
Yes, I said gone bad quickly.
all right. So,
We
so do you
should've
want to
planned
do?
it
Does
before.
anybody want to do anything this round? Are you going to distract one of them?
Well, distracting them doesn't do anything right now.
Yeah. So are you going to? I'm going to say if you want to sneak, it'll be like a body roll. But right now they're not paying any attention to you because you've given them no reason to pay attention.
I'm
to you.
gonna sneak closer to the thingy dudes.
The truck.
No, the bins.
The bins. All right, you're just gonna casually walk over, like in the direction.
What if we
Yeah,
just
but
lied
try
and
and
said
conceal
that
my
like we
presence.
left something in a pocket and then we took it and just left?
Well, you need a girl's uniform is the problem.
My sister left something in the pocket of her uniform.
I mean, we
that
do have
this
Orb
is.
with us. Or I mean, I love
could do
interest
that.
taco.
I mean, you could do that,
Love interest to Co.
but I'm still gonna like sneak over towards the bins and try and conceal my presence. So
All right,
should I
are
make
you
a buddy
sneaking
roll?
towards like the boys' bins or the girls' bins?
The girls' bins?
All right, roll a body check.
Dirty. Oof.
I don't see what that is.
11.
That's an
11.
That's average.
The guy over there doesn't seem to notice you. The gate is now unlocked. He's picked up like 3 or 4 bags and is now hauling them back to the truck.
Okay. Is there any like
The
pebbles
guy-
on the
the
floor
guy
I
on the
can
other
pick
side
up?
Is the guy on the other side is doing the side? Yeah, there's like this is like concrete. There's little pebbles and shit you can do.
Okay, sweet. I pick up a handful of pebbles.
All right. Anybody else taking any initiative here?
I-
Right now they're walking back to the truck.
No, there's no reason for my distraction until they actually have dumped something off in the truck and leave.
All right.
I will attempt to slip in through the gate to the girls' bins, I guess. While
Where
they're walking
Krosru
back to the
is
truck.
Currently. All right. So I want you to roll a stealth check.
And that would be body,
So
right?
Yes, body. Unless you want to transform to do it, and then it'd be Dex. But oh well.
Ooh.
You loudly. So Noah, do you want to do anything before the?
So wait, so where are we what's the current playing field look like?
Okay, so currently, like, I'm just gonna draw this. I didn't have a battle map prepared for this because I was kind of just gonna play it by ear, but like this'll.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be an accurate battle map, but this is gonna be like basically what it looks like.
Yeah.
So.
Because this might be a good distraction that I need.
All right, so basically, that's the truck.
Beautiful.
There are 2 gates with the bins. These are the gates. These are the bins. This is like a building. And it's like that on both sides, basically.
Okay, yeah.
There's the gate.
So where are the 2 dudes?
All right, so I'm going to drag some things onto the map quick.
I could not have been any more loud if I tried. Just
You
There's
are
Krosru. There's the orb.
hey.
There's Noah. Here's 2 red dots for the guards.
Where would I
Izumi,
be?
Izumi and Stevan
Oh.
are also there.
So
Okay,
have
so
they
as I
got
said,
all the bags now, or are they only like are they taking like trips?
there are multiple trips. I will tell you as the DM, there are 5 trips.
Okay. So this is just
So
like
you guys are kind of just standing back here, like not being suspicious. You've hidden about here, and the guard has gotten past you
yeah.
without you noticing.
Oh.
Krosru got to about here, and then made a loud noise for seemingly no reason.
Okay, so am I able to
Like he just trips and eats shit.
am I able to do something now?
And this guy definitely notices you.
Which guy?
That one.
What about this guy? What is this guy up to?
He's currently walking back to the truck.
Right. Can
All right.
whilst they're
I'm
distracted
gonna
with-
run up to
Like-
Krosru.
The back end of the truck is this, by the way. This is where they're dumping the bags.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up to Krosru and make a ruckus as much as possible.
He's already like on the ground. He just tripped and fell on his ass, and this dude.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
I
just like,
assist by
oh
rolling around
no,
in agony?"
Krosru!
Can I
Are you
use that to,
okay?
like sneak round to the other
Are
side
you
of the
right,
pit?
guy?
Are you kids doing all right? Okay, so I'm gonna need both of you to make heart checks,
Oof.
and I'm going to make an opposing heart check.
Ooh.
16 or more.
Is it
No.
19 and 15 from
All
them
right,
two?
I'm going to make an opposing heart check to figure out if you're bullshitting. No. He seems like, oh my god, are you okay, kid?
Oh,
And
did I
if you
use
wanted
it?
to sneak in there, no one, now would be the time to do it.
Yeah, can I use now to try and grab a bag?
All right. If you would need to like sneak in and around through the gate to where
Yeah.
the bin is, and that bin is just full of bags of people's laundry.
Yeah. Am I able to grab 2 bags?
2 bags. Okay, so each bag is like one person's worth of laundry. It's like a week of their laundry, basically.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna grab 2 bags.
2 bags of people's laundry?
I mean,
Are they
different
particularly heavy?
sizes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, different.
Eh,
Wait,
I'm
no,
gonna...
they can just scan the uniform and make one.
Yeah,
the right
make one,
size.
right?
Yeah.
Take it anyway.
Can they? No, it was. I thought it was only organic stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? Just grab 2 bags. We'll figure it out.
Noah's grabbing 2 bags.
Alright, Noah grabs 2 bags. Anybody else doing anything? So basically, this person dumps off their stuff back in the truck. This person is helping you. The first person walks back and he goes like, "Hey, get back to work. We're on a timetable here."
Oh,
And
but
he
I'm
goes
so
like,
injured.
"Oh,
Oh my! Ow! Oh!
all right."
Oh, die.
And he walks back to the back of the truck, dumps off his bin, and is like, "I'm sorry, kids. I hope. Just do you have like a nurse's office you can go to or something?"
Depends.
Yeah,
Is she hot? I mean, ow!
I'm sorry. He's
injured. his
he's
brain.
okay. He probably hit his head or something.
All right, so Noah, if you
Sure.
wanted to start,
Can he
should I
just
make a
like
body
go
roll to
this
try
way,
and back?
or does he have to like? Can you go this way, or does he have to go back through here?
let
If
me
they're in,
think.
like, can I
I
just
need to-
run
I need to
away
double-
from this scene?
You
I
can
just-
just like, book it into the woods if you want to, because that's what's off that way.
Yeah, okay, just
Yeah.
just
Can
go
I
on.
just sneak off into the woods?
All right.
Still
So
make a
Noah
body roll.
sneaks off into the woods. Did he? I'm gonna need the rest of you. Noah, do you recall what your body check was? Like 11.
11, yeah.
I'm gonna need Krosru and Stevan to also make mind checks to see if this worked. To see if you know where he went.
Where Noah went?
Yeah. So
16 for both of
Krosru
us.
saw Noah go
Hey!
off that way.
That's some synergistic rolling.
All right. So you guys both saw Noah go that way. You know that he's
Fucking
over
high
there
five.
somewhere. And Noah's just gonna book it into the woods.
All right, I'm gonna like pretend like help up Krosru, like his arm over my shoulder thing, as though he's really injured.
No! Ow! Agony!
I just be like, oh, thank you for your help, laundry man.
You guys didn't help at all. Ow!
No
Ooh.
problem, kid.
As
And,
we just go.
All right, you guys just go. This guy continues getting his laundry. And you see this guy, like, this is basically where the second round would start, right? So, this guy stops next to the van and just, like, pulls out some smokes and starts smoking. And as the second guy comes back to the van with his second load, he's like, "Dude, are you kidding me? We're on school grounds right now." He's like, "It'll just be a minute." So you guys are walking off. Noah's booked it into the woods someplace with this heist, with his clothes that he's stolen. You know, I actually need to roll to find out whose clothes you stole.
It
By the
was
way,
his own clothes. This was
Everyone
the
mocked
boys'
the black
side.
outfit. Everyone mocked the black outfit. It's dark and it helped me hide.
All right, so I'm gonna say you guys have cleared the heist. I don't know whose room you plan on meeting back up in, or where you plan
Yeah.
on meeting back up with this bag of stolen laundry.
Well, I mean, we'll figure that out.
Maybe
I'm
the
sure.
music room, since it's empty now.
This bag of dirty laundry.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to launder it. How are we gonna do that if there's no laundry on campus?
I'm an adult.
There
I
is-
own a laundry.
I own laundry.
That's true. She does own a laundry machine.
Oh,
All right,
I
so
don't live
where are you
in-
guys? Are you guys just like meeting back up in Izumi's office or something?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
wait.
Alright.
So this guy was gonna smoke cigarettes anyways, and we didn't need to do any of this.
Yeah.
It's like when I saw like Swissy roll that nat one, I'm just like, oh, brilliant distraction. Thank you, Swissy.
Does Tom know?
I
that
was
not
gonna
on
go up and
purpose?
ask them about detergents.
Or does
Uh,
Noah know? I
we
mean,
need a distraction.
Does no one know what? But it wasn't planned. You just-
exactly.
you're-
Yeah. Does he know that I didn't help at all because the guy smoked anyway, or does he think?
I
I'm
don't know.
pretty
No,
good?
no. No, he ran
Noah-
off into the woods.
Noah doesn't know any of that. He's gone.
Ah.
He's just running through the woods with stolen
Okay, so-
laundry
I have-
in his
I have
black
5
outfit.
I had 5 rounds of stuff planned. You guys just like bulldoze through it easier than that.
So Steven,
But
here's
I am
the
going-
story. That was totally badass what we did, and it was amazing. Just great.
I mean,
all
I
around.
felt
So
pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Izumi and Luvi have just been watching you this whole time, like doing nothing to help.
I'm wearing bright white. This is not a good situation.
That's
I-
fair.
Bit of metagaming. You mocked the black clothing.
And I'm also short, which means I'm kind of slow.
All right. So
Hey,
you guys meet.
Krosru, we're
You
gonna
guys
have
all
to-
meet back.
You're
Meet
gonna have
up
to
back
pretend
at,
to limp until we get out of sight of the laundry guy.
All right. So you guys are back at the. I'm just gonna move you back to the screen here because that was like basically just improvised.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff.
I will move back there too. Okay. So I forgot about all this bullshit you fucking on here. So you guys all meet back up at Izumi's office. You now are carrying 2 bags of dirty laundry that belong to. Actually, since it's 2 bags, this would be 2 different people's.
Yep.
And you just stole a week's worth of their clothes.
Wow.
All right.
Did they leave anything important in their pockets?
Roll a luck check.
Me?
Me.
Whoever
Who's
wants to search them. There's 2 bags. You can have 2 different people.
All right, I'll roll. Oh,
All right.
19 for
For
me.
the
19 and 11.
I'm gonna say, like, as you guys are sorting through their clothes, trying to determine. First of all,
Shouldn't you make a posing look check for the other people, like to see to make sure they didn't leave anything in their pockets?
I don't know how to erase the things I'm drawing. Help.
Oh.
Thing is, Josh doesn't have to fucking act.
Oh, that's beautiful.
all right. So you see that first of all, the name tags on here.
I'm gonna move myself for now until we figure this out.
Oh boy.
Until you figure it out.
So
The
you see that the
control Z didn't
names
work.
You see that the names on these, like on the tags of these uniforms, Inko Araki and Heather Outlaw, neither of which you recognize. So you figure those are probably some of the uniforms of people in class 4, the year above you.
Heather Outlaw. That's a badass name.
It is.
I
Would
must
you
know
believe
her.
I chose it from 2 random tables?
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, and in let's see, I'm gonna say Krosru searched Inko's bags. In there, you found like $20 in her pockets.
Oh, ow! I better
We
return
can't
that.
keep that. Yeah, we can't keep that.
See, Krosru is not a thief,
But-
except for when he's stealing laundry.
Oh no! I don't know what I'm doing.
What the fuck?
Stop.
It
Please,
like made...
just-
Oh, thank God.
I'm safe.
Oh,
made it
Stop doing
mustaches.
things. Just stop doing things, Josh.
Okay. I'm gonna put him back. I'm just gonna
Okay.
there.
Not
So
lined
you-
up properly.
Wait a minute.
So you found $20.
Noah.
And
We can't return it. It's theirs. They would know.
What if we just dropped it like by their door?
Heist number 2.
And-
Let's go.
These are both women. These are both on the women's dorms, and you have no idea where either.
Wait, who's
you don't
21?
even know.
I was
You
too
don't
busy
even know
drawing.
who these 2 people are.
Well,
Oh,
I
right.
ate shit for this, so I guess I'll keep
They're
it.
not in your class, and you
Right.
wouldn't know how to find them in the girls' dorm because you've never.
What
been
if
in
we
there.
gave it to the lost and found and
What's
just
that?
said we found these $20? Because then
And
maybe
you know exactly who they belong to?
we don't know that. We don't have to say that. We just say we found $20, like
Quick question. So,
near-ish the girls' dorm, and maybe she'll know that she lost $20 and go to.
Are our uniforms supplied by the school?
What?
Are our uniforms supplied by the school?
Yes.
Steven,
Yeah.
crazy question.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't your dad have helped somehow?
Well, I mean, maybe, but I'd have to explain to him why I needed a girl's uniform all of a sudden, and he might be
Well-
concerned.
Well, no. Well, because
I was thinking that, but I wanted you to arrive at that.
if everyone recognizes Taco as a student,
To go.
Yeah.
couldn't she just say her room was broken into and all her clothes were stolen by some pervert, so she needs to get them re-administered by the school.
Oh yeah, my dad probably would help with that. Yeah.
So he didn't need to do this massive stupid heist.
Krosru high fives, Steven.
Noah holding 2 bags of uniform.
So, you just
like-
basically you have 2 weeks of uniforms for no reason right now. Like
2
first of
weeks
all,
of
you only
uniforms?
needed one.
2
Yeah.
weeks? I thought it was 2 uniforms.
No.
No, it's
Each
the-
bag is
each-
1 week's of
Oh my
someone's
god.
clothes.
We are criminal masterminds.
We stole clothes, not a gem.
Yeah,
Criminal masterminds don't
we
steal
should
from
probably
bins.
we should probably remember my dad's headmaster. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know about you,
forget
but I made 20
sometimes.
bucks off of this. I'm happy. Should I add that to my inventory?
No,
If you wanna
don't add
keep
the
it, you-
20 bucks.
If
I
you want to
take-
keep it, add it to your inventory.
I take
add
the
it to
20
my
bucks from him.
inventory.
No, I'm doing a body check, seeing if I can take the 20 bucks.
I will challenge you, bitch.
Opposing to body check.
Ooh.
Son of a
Yeah,
fuck.
he gets the $20 out of your hands.
No.
Whose uniform was that from?
Inko's.
Inco. I make a note of it. And then we'll
Levinstra's taco,
return-
take it back from him and give it to me.
I don't have any reason to do that.
Fuck.
I will figure out a way. To
I
get
am
these
I am
girls
grateful for the uniforms, and I'm sure that these people, Inko Araki and Heather Outlaw, will be able to get out uniforms re-administered by the school, no problem.
there. Yeah, but they're also. How are we going to return the 20 though?
I like that this has become a subplot I never intended.
I mean,
Guys, I think we've got another heist to do.
We're gonna reverse heist where we give them something. We
I mean-
should make a blueprint. Where's the blue paper?
ooh, I have an idea. Listen. We hold a contest that only girls named Heather or what the fuck her name is can win.
I
If your
believe
name
it's
is
Inko.
either of those names, you
Inko.
win $20.
No.
Fuck.
You know who's $20.
know it's
You
Inko.
know
What
who
if-
the uniform came
What
from. You
if
know
we
it's
write
Inko.
her a note that says, "Hey, I really like you. Here's $20."
No.
And then we can have her
Jesus.
sign it.
No.
I put my hands on Steven's shoulders and go, "You can't buy love, Steven."
Even Krosru's a
Don't
little
try
weirded
it.
out by that one.
I've already right. So I
Everyone
know
will
how we
remember
can
that.
return the laundry. We can just like leave it on the floor near the bins, and like it'll be like the bin man just dropped it. That's how we can return it. But
What if we
Yeah.
just returned the thing that had Inko's $20 in
what?
it?
Just return half her laundry?
No, like,
Hey, I found
yeah,
some
I mean,
laundry.
maybe.
In theory, you could do that.
Cause like, but like they must deal with people
might-
forgetting stuff in their
Wait,
pockets all the
wait.
time.
Right, I've got an idea.
We're criminals now. There's no turning back.
We can.
So let's pawn the clothes.
Unfortunately, this is going to require a second heist.
I mean, I'm all
So-
for heist, but I like $20 even more.
So what we're gonna do is, we're going if Miss Izumi can wash all the uniforms. Orb, is that like a real body?
Yes.
So it sweats and shit.
Yes.
And when I say and shit, I don't mean the bodily function.
Krosru just stands between Noah and Love Interest Taco.
This is
That
getting
is
really
that is
complicated,
that
guys.
as well. Yes.
So you're
Like,
going to need.
I realize I responded with like a tone of "What the fuck are you talking about?" But
No.
Luby did not. Luby just like straight went, "Yes, yes, that is correct."
Okay, so you're gonna need multiple uniforms, right? Is there any way we can like only take a couple and pretend that they got lost in the wash? Sure, like it'll not be great for the washers, but then when they come to return the washing, we just have to put the clothes with the $20 in and sneak them in with the rest of the clothes.
Why don't we just throw them back in the bin right now?
Because that,
Once the washers leave.
They're locked.
yeah, they're
Or-
locked.
I mean,
You have to wait
it is just a fence. You could
Yeah,
just
can't we
climb
just
over it.
Throw it over.
Yeah, you could do that.
eh.
It was difficult to get something out, but you could easily just throw something up and over it.
I'm
No,
really worried about the laundromat people losing the job though.
I challenge Noah to rock, paper, scissors over the $20.
No.
Laundromat man will remember this.
Remember this.
Wait, we only need one person, right? How does
What if I just went and asked my dad now, and we just did the first plan that you came up with, and just put all of the laundry back?
Yeah, let's see how that one goes.
But I.
Let's see how that works. Let's see how that plan goes.
Okay. So what time is it in game?
It's by now like 8 p.m.
A waste of time. That's what time it is.
Okay, we're probably
Because
gonna have to.
it was 7 when you did the heist, and it took you about half an hour to come back here, and you've been arguing this for at least 20 minutes.
I can ask my dad tomorrow morning about it, or if you want, I can just like have you guys come with me to his office after school or something.
Well,
Or we could try to meet him before school.
who's in?
Give me.
I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Without... Fuck off, Krosru. One sec. I've got to bind for this.
You know what? I will shoot my laser of death at you. Blah.
Oh God! How did he do that?
Where did that come from? What is that?
I didn't realize he could use those.
Fuck.
This is terrifying. Oh my God!
Did I get the $20?
No, you didn't.
It's all falling apart.
The
Just give me
panic
$20
button.
fucking dollars. Okay. I mean,
this has been completely derailed. Fuck me.
think about
Okay,
this.
so-
Noah. Consider it. Consider it
Pretend
just
that
for a
didn't
second.
happen.
Just for a second.
All right.
Consider. We take that $20 and we spend it on something to help us
go.
fight the dark dimension to save those girls. It's amazing.
When would be the best time to ask your dad?
Fuck.
Josh, Steven.
He's probably in bed by now.
Yeah. So it'd probably be like we're gonna have to metagame here a little bit because I don't really know Steven's dad's schedule. When would he? It'd be. I assume we could like meet him in the morning real quick.
Yeah, you
Like
could.
he
before
probably
school.
gets into his
School starts
office.
School starts at say like now.
So,
I mean, he lives. Okay, so here's something that you know that I didn't.
He just
that-
like lives in his office.
Yeah,
right?
don't know so.
that hand scanner panel leads to like an apartment, basically.
Yeah. His office is ridiculous.
Orb.
His office is ridiculously opulent. Yes.
So, Orb,
Yes.
you're currently in the body of an idol, right?
I believe
you-
so.
Are you able to act like that idol?
I could.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Are you-
Love it. Fuck yeah.
Would you be able to like be very upset about losing all your clothes?
Can you do
I did not-
emotions?
I did. Yeah, I can act.
Sweet.
Act
Idol, I'm
disinterested
guessing
in his
Idol
plan.
would be very good at acting. Idols are very good at acting, I think.
I did not register myself as the. I believe idol is what you told me.
But that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter who you. It doesn't matter what you're registered as, but as long as you can act like them, as in act as in a theater, not act as in just act. Right? There's
Act.
fuck the English language.
I have
You
lost
almost-
No, what are you
interest.
saying? I'm so lost.
I, the
You
player,
only-
have lost
I
interest.
think you mean fuck the Japanese language.
Fuck whatever language we speak.
Oh right, we're in Japan speaking
We're in
Japanese.
Japan.
And I said that Steven is not that good at Japan.
As long as you can portray the emotions of being
Yes.
upset, then we should be good to go with the plan. If you can like convince Josh's father of
Jesus Christ.
your clothes all
Who is
being
Josh?
of Steven's father of your clothes
Oh.
all being destroyed in a freak telephone antenna accident.
Just don't say it was
That
roller
seems a-
derby.
That seems elaborate.
Cursor at this point is just face planted.
Yes,
the
but
nearest
why would
object.
anyone come up with such an elaborate lie for clothes?
I suppose that is true. Would it not be easier for me to just tell them that I received my clothes?
But you've been
Oh, that's
perhaps.
they might not remember seeing her in her uniform.
Oh
Maybe
no!
she's just
How
wearing
long have
normal
we been at the school? That game a bit. How
Like
long
a
have we-
week.
Like a week.
Yeah, I've only received one set of clothes and I've put them all in the wash.
Yeah, maybe her clothes got lost by a laundryman. They're getting fired either way.
No, Steven. If it's only the first week's washing, and every student's put their 1 week's washing in, and she only had 1 week's worth of clothes, then
Why
she'll
did
have
we
no
do
more
that?
school uniforms.
That would make sense. And you did all receive 2 weeks worth of clothes. When
What
you
But then
was
would
the
she only
point?
need 1 week's worth of clothes? So my dad would only give her 1 week's.
Well, that's fine. We can work with that.
Krosru's
Mr. Harry
just
can do the laundry.
fucking losing his mind right now, running around in circles, being like, "What the fuck did we just do that for? What's the point? What is the point?"
He's just like,
Miss Izumi can do the washing. And,
Like he looks legitimately pissed.
fucking high
Is
school.
Krosru pissed or are you pissed?
Both.
I'm sorry, Swissy. The heist was cool though.
The heist. It was pointless.
We're
Gonna return the clothes. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow, and now we'll just go and throw
Fuck,
those
like,
clothes back
I
over.
like- I like how teenager we are to like we did something and then we're like we found $20 and we're like, oh no, we have to put it back. This is more than we bargained for.
We're stealing
Why did I
clothes,
roll
not
so
money.
good on checking the fucking clothes?
I didn't mean for this. This was beyond my. Right, so now we'll go and do that tomorrow. For now, we'll just go and throw the bags of clothing back over the fence
Fucking.
with the
All right.
$20 inside
With the
one of the
$20,
pockets.
yeah, it seems like.
So,
I
Izumi,
think
you've
it's a good
been
plan.
sitting here this whole time. Have you just been watching all of this happen?
Yeah.
He's not contributing at all.
I'm letting them develop their own set of morals.
That's a good teacher thing for you to be doing, actually.
Yeah,
Always
bullshit
in
is what it
charge
is.
I just.
You actually can't see that she definitely has her phone open on her, and she may have wireless headphones in.
I fucking
All right, so we just leave her office with the clothes. I'm gonna leave
so
her office
it's
with the
not-
clothes to go and put them back.
All right, so you guys all head back to your individual.
I'm not happy, but I guess I will.
I also suggest, whilst the orb is appearing as a woman, it might be better for them to stay with Miss Izumi.
No, fuck you. Don't take this away from me.
There actually is a problem. There are no available dorms in the girls' dorms. I tried that. I looked into that while I was adding myself.
Can
to
we
the
heist
registry.
a dorm?
Are there any available dorms? I'm gonna fucking shoot myself in the foot for saying this. Are there any available rooms in the male dorm?
There are. There is one. Which,
right.
as she says that, you realize, like, well, that doesn't make any sense. If there's 20 kids in every class, there's 20 boys' dorms and 20 girls' dorms, there should be full dorms. But you kind of file that one away for later.
One sec. Should I make a mind check to see if I realise that? Because I think I've guessed the implications of that.
All right.
So
Yeah,
she-
go ahead and roll that. Nope.
No, okay. I don't.
You-
Really, okay.
That seems weird, but you don't make the connection.
Okay, sweet.
You should have dropped body lever. Have 5 mind. Just be smart.
We wouldn't have been able to stick the clothes if I did that.
We didn't need to sneak the clothes.
It was pointless. What? Now we're arguing over whether it would have worked or not. It doesn't matter if it worked. We're putting them right back. It does not matter. The past hour has been a wash.
I suggest we find some picture of some. Oh no, the body will die. Fuck. Couldn't they just pretend to be transgender?
Fucking.
You know, what's
That seems elaborate.
This is
Just-
above
just-
my
for
pay
keeping
grade.
her with me for the time being.
Yeah, just stay with Miss Izumi.
I'll drive you to.
You took it away from me.
One
You
is
fuck-
not that.
fucking fuck.
Also, the only
Krosru's lost
ava-
$20 and the orb.
He doesn't even get
I
to
named
save.
her in everything, okay? I named her.
Chris is having a bad day. I mean, if you would,
It started off pretty great, you know?
I'm gonna offer him a consolatory granola bar.
don't you only have one of those?
No, I have 3.
Oh, all right. Well, now you have
There
two
was-
because you did eat one.
No,
I
he
did
has
eat
3
one.
because I shoved
I
it back
do
in his
too.
fucking mug.
All right, so I still have 2 granola bars.
All right, so Krosru storms off back to the dorms pissed. Noah
Yeah.
goes to return the uniform. Steven, I guess, just goes to his room. Your room is on like, you actually got like a little bit nicer room than everybody else. It's a little bit bigger, and it's on the top floor of the boys' dorms.
Gotta love that nepotism perk he has.
It's a good perk.
1 extra inch.
Hey, that inch can make all the difference.
All right, so Izumi, I guess, stays in the room with Luvi.
Yeah.
All right. So eventually you get in your smart car with Luvi, kind of like awkwardly. There's no back seat in a smart car, is there?
There's 2
No.
seats.
That's in front.
Yeah, there's like a passenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They're
Luvi gets in the
surprisingly
passenger
roomier than
seat
you'd think.
and doesn't really like. You notice that the orb doesn't really usually like speak unless spoken to. Like it doesn't have its own ideas on conversation stuff. It just kind of does what you want it to, more or less. So you drive home, get to your apartment building, climb the stairs to your apartment, and your neighbor actually meets you outside.
Oh no.
Your neighbor who I want you to roll a mind check real quick.
Oh,
Because she walks up to you and goes, "Hi, your first name is Sorry, right?"
yes. Oh,
Sorry,
Dang.
I realize it's kind of late. I brought you a tray of cookies, and
Oh.
you actually do remember her name. Her name is
The DM doesn't remember the name, however.
Her name is.
Her name is click.
no, did my voice cut out there? I'm sorry. Her name
Yeah.
is her name is Delilah,
Aw,
And
hey
you
there,
rem-
Delilah.
and you
What's
remember
it like
that.
in New York City?
Yeah.
I will imply that she is from New York. Oh, hi, Delilah. Thanks.
So you're gonna take the cookies.
Yes.
All right.
Whether I'm going to eat them is another question. Or
Right,
whether I
and,
remember that I have them.
Who is your friend daughter? She kind of looks at
I'm
uh,
only 27.
she kind of looks at Luvi behind you.
Special situation at work. I'm gonna
Fucking.
be putting her away for a while until we can get things sorted out.
Okay. It's nice to meet you. What is your name? And Luvi replies, "My name is Lavintris Taco."
Yes! Yes! Payoff!
Or Luvi for short, if you prefer. And Delilah raises an eyebrow, and you kind of just like awkwardly shove Luvi into the room.
When I said putting her away, I meant it.
Yeah.
Mental
And
institution.
but
Fuck hell.
before you can close the door, Delilah kind of mentions I think I hear your music sometimes through the walls, and it is wonderful. My wife has some complaints. If you could just keep it down when late at night when she's trying to sleep, because she works, a 9 to 5 every day. It's kind of cranky when she's upset. I'm sorry. Just like keep it down, I guess. I love you. You're great.
Oh, I hate this woman. I hate her. I hate Delilah.
All right.
Do
Oh
you hate New York City also?
no, there, Delilah.
Do you know what I do love though? Joyzy.
Alright.
Joyzy.
So yeah,
Hope of all the
she-
mages.
She says that to you. Do you respond at all, or?
Yeah, it's like, okay.
All right, great.
Okay.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy the cookies. I didn't know what you a lot. Thank you. And she kind of like awkwardly, with a pasted on smile, shuffles back to her,
The retreat way.
like, bye.
Bye.
I roll my eyes
And
after she's
closes.
gone.
How have I
Alright.
lost everything?
So you make your way inside. The Krosru is still like having an existential crisis.
I lost
Stare-
everything.
Staring at
I
his now
didn't matter.
signed, staring at his now signed poster of Ai Kanzaki in his room.
I destroyed him.
Fucker.
And
He has been
and
devastated.
Izumi, you make your way back into your apartment. How does your apartment look like? How describe your apartment to me? I know you said you have a cat, I believe.
I have a cat.
Good.
My cat
Yep.
is a Norwegian forest cat, and his name is Tapio. He is named after the god of the forest.
Well, Doppio is just kind of staring at Luby, and Luby is kind of just staring back.
I'm glad that she's giving all long go of Tapio.
All right. What's the rest of your apartment look like? Like, it's pretty late. You're probably headed to bed pretty soon, but I kind of want to know like how Izumi is, if that makes sense.
How Izumi is. I guess it's like fairly regular. I've got a special music room. It's
Right.
for music.
It's a good thing for a music room to be for.
Yeah, got framed records. I got a living room. I got a couch, TV. I'll probably get her a place to sleep, probably located near or on the couch.
All right.
Or I got about at least that. Sure, I've got extra blankets somewhere. I've got
Yeah.
Kitchen, living room, bedroom, regular bedroom.
All right. So basically, now we cut back to the future, present day. The rest of the day passes with almost suspicious boredom. Those of you who wish to take Diana up on her to train, make your way to the staff building. Whoever has the
Wait,
gate
what
key-
about the thing with my dad in the morning?
Right, I didn't write that because I didn't plan for that. Let's do that now.
I've forgotten that entire thing was a flashback.
It was
Yeah.
like the worst flashback.
I was wondering why earlier you were.
We're flashbacking to things that did not matter.
I was wondering why you were saying like, we're late. We're late.
Back to reality.
Yeah, I was like, he said 6 o'clock. I'm like, I completely forgot we'd gone back in time. I kept forgetting.
Yeah, it was the previous day. There
It was
was
the
there was
most-
some time.
There was a lot of snapping back to realities.
That flashback was only intended to just say "fuck you" to me and give the orb to somebody else entirely.
I didn't plan that.
I did my best.
Cunt.
Y'all planned that.
Fucking.
I was content to have the orb stay with you, honestly, but if
I was. You guys are gonna turn Krosru into some
What?
sort of mad villain. I swear.
You already tried to steal $20.
You don't have the $20 though. So you return the
You put it away.
uniforms. I guess in the early in the morning, you and as Izumi takes Luvi back to school. This would probably just work if Izumi took her into the office, honestly, and said, just like, "Hey, she only got a week's worth of clothes. Could we get her another set of clothes?"
Yeah, all right.
Like that would be easier in my eyes to just do that. And Principal Rogers is like, "Sure, that's fine, no problem. I apologize that we messed this up for you. I promise we won't do this again in the future." And Luvi is just like acknowledged, which is an interesting response, but he doesn't really pay attention to it. So you get through the day
There's
with
a
no
lot of
problems.
things my dad doesn't pay attention to.
Yep.
Like you.
Yep. Sure is.
Yeah.
Wake me up when
Okay. As the rest of the day passes with almost suspicious boredom, those of you who wish to take Diana up on her train, make your way to the staff building. I believe.
Well,
Izumi still...
I did put it in my phone, so you know.
Yep. So it's about school just ended, so it's about 4. By the time you all gather at the staff building, it's just about 5, which is when you were supposed to meet up. So basically, I don't know if you guys are meeting in Izumi, but you just need to meet somewhere with a door.
May I suggest somewhere on the ground floor?
I guess she might not be on the ground floor. I don't know. Is your office on the ground floor?
Sure.
All right.
I prefer to do it in a place that's a bit more private, like my office.
Like in your office? Yeah.
Yes,
That's
we-
what I said.
If very private place would go through the very small door on my desk.
That's
It is
interesting.
any door. Like if you, as long as we can fit through it, it's
as
fine.
long as it's as long as it has a lock. I mean,
As we reunite and I see love interest, I'm like, I
Who's
missed
been
you.
following you all day?
basically.
Oh, she has.
And was
some-
in your she was in
Oh,
your music.
oh
lesson,
yeah,
which
you're
was
right.
the
You're right.
last
You're right.
lesson of
Never
the
mind.
day.
Never mind. I'm good. We're
Yeah,
good.
she's been
I
following
had,
me
I
all
missed
day.
you as we walked over here together.
Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Krosru went to the bathroom and he came back. And was
Yeah, I
She was
missed
just
you.
there.
Fucking shut up. He's not as salty now that he got to, he gets to be with her during the day.
It's been a day.
I'd like to, if I may, say that Steven definitely owns a box of granola bars, so he restocks to 3 granola bars every day.
All right.
It's like a long rest. It's like spell slots, but granola bars.
Yeah, basically.
They
Can I spend
restore
one extra
point.
granola?
They restore 1 point of HP.
Do they really? I
Listen,
thought they were just
I
there for
believe
aesthetic.
I said that they do that.
Sweet.
So
Sweet
you can
box
eat
of
a granola
granola.
or like drink a potion.
Do we recover hit points when we
When
sleep
you
and
rest, yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, when you
Okay,
rest,
then
yeah.
I'm back to full from that damage I took forever ago.
I forgot you took that damage at all.
Yep. Hey, that's why I ate a granola bar. That's why.
Yeah, that.
It was all planned.
I mean, we've had a long rest anyway, so
Yeah. So are you just gonna like pick a door someplace in your office to
Yeah.
key?
If my door has a closet, if my office has a closet, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it's got like a closet,
Ballin'.
like a storage closet. Yeah, go ahead.
Like some sort of wardrobe, perhaps.
Please stay away from my stage wardrobe. I'm the only one allowed in there.
All right. So you plug it into any door, and I guess you plug it into the closet door, and you open up the door. You see that same shimmering out kind of around the door. Open it, and it's a clearing. The sky above you is bright and blue, and it takes you a minute to realize that it's shaped like a dome, and that the sunlight above you appears to be from a point in the exact center of the dorm.
oh, before we go
Of the
in,
dome. Yep.
I make sure to make a note of the time and start a stopwatch on my phone.
All right. It is I'm gonna have to write this down so I don't forget. It is currently about 4:54, I will say.
Okay.
So like just before you're supposed to meet them there.
Okay, sweet.
All right, 4:54 p.m. All right. So so you notice that the light is coming from in this dome. It's like the exact center of the dome is a bright point of light that is kind of like sunlight, but you can definitely tell that it like ends there. Like there's no sky beyond it. Around you is lush green grass and a sparse few trees. As you look around, kind of confused, you can see down the side of the mountain towards where the dorm should be are enough houses to form a small village. And in front of you is nearly the same building you just left, the intimidating outline of Metro City Private Academy. Suddenly a voice calls out from your left. Glad you could make it. I wasn't 100% sure you would, honestly.
I put it in my phone.
Don't know what that is.
We
Deanna
almost
and
took a
us.
wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, they took the orb from me.
I like this. It's like
precious.
he's complaining. I made a shitty joke, and Josh is like, I made a note in my phone.
All right. Deanna and a stubby, gray-haired man with an impressive beard begin to walk towards you from the direction of the school building. The smaller man speaks. It ain't much, but welcome to the Beacon of Hope. I hear you're the new recruits, eh?
Your beard is awesome.
And that's where we're going to end the session. All right. So that's a lot to unpack. What just happened? I wasn't sure I wasn't sure it was going to run long enough. A lot of role play and not a ton of action.
Oh, we found a way.
You have to find $20.
$20.
You had to roll high. If you had rolled low,
If you rolled
I
a
can't
low
roll low.
check, they
I
would've
can't
had
roll
nothing.
low.
You can.
If
You've
you had
rolled
rolled,
low.
if you'd rolled like under a 15, I was gonna go. But you didn't.
Man.
So yeah, that was almost a thing that happened.
Damn it.
All right. So in 2 weeks, I will have hopefully. I don't have anything written for the next chapter. I'll be real. I do this every fucking time because I'm a goddamn idiot. In 2 weeks, we'll have our next session of Dark Commission, episode 3. This video will be going up on YouTube as soon as it lets me, more or less. I still have to make a thumbnail, but I'll get around to that. Thank you all for coming out to watch our D&D stream. It was a jolly good time. Whatever's on your desktop right now, I can see it, Krosru.
What?
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
What?
What?
If you
want to
Krosru, or
follow,
wait?
yeah, because you're doing stuff on the stream that I'm seeing.
Oh, fucking! I thought you meant my desktop home screen. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I like how I can now see his macro for fuck around. Talk to myself on, talk to myself off, I quit. He's got all these macros.
I don't know. All right, so thank you all for coming out. I am Super Ninja 5506, your DM. You can follow me on Twitter at Super Ninja 5506. You can follow the channel at Magic Bridged, and you can check out this stream for more of this. I stream games every Friday. We do this every other Saturday. Sometimes we play PUBG just randomly for no reason.
But Steven, 2 Saturdays from now is NXT Takeover.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sucks.
Gasp.
All right, I don't know what Swissy is doing right now on the stream. All right, I got distracted there. Sorry. If you want to follow my players, who are wonderful, and I love them so much for showing up, you can follow them at no satnav Tom, at Queen Swissy, at American _ Josh, and at the Dark Boko.
Oh,
If you want to check out their YouTube channels, there are probably links to those things in Twitter's someplace, except for Swissy, who is my YouTube channel, and Josh, who is also my YouTube channel. I'm tired. I'm very tired. That's why this intro is going badly. I'm sorry.
it's an outro, not an intro.
Bruh.
Yep.
If this was
Did
the
I say intro?
You did.
Yeah, you sure did.
No.
The comedy of errors.
Welcome to the beginning of episode 3.
Shit, I don't have. Oh no. Oh no. Best Tice Chan go D12.
There.
You rolled a 10.
Don't
Good
worry,
job.
I've become a crab.
All right. Underneath, if you look underneath the video, you can see links to my Discord channel where I hang out with fans and we chat sometimes. You can see a link to my YouTube channel, and you can see a donation link, which, if you want to toss us a little something, I'm not going to complain, but don't feel obligated. It's fine. Thank you all for coming out. We'll see you 2 weeks. I'll see you sooner than that, but we will collectively as a group will see you in 2 weeks. Swissy, what are you Googling?
He's drawing over my crab.
You just Googled the crab. Swissy, you can end the stream whenever, by the way.
Oh, I know. I wanted to end it on a good note.
You wanted to end it on a crab playing a guitar.
Exactly. Bye.